Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's finals for the VS Gaming online qualifiers. So this is going to be Goliath Gaming going up against Sinister 5. Welcome, enjoy. We're about to get ready. I just loaded into the server, and a little bit of twist of fate. Mr. Recoil has to work a little bit late today, so he should be here soon. He said he's on his way, but I will be warming you guys up with the first beginning bit of talks, a little bit of chit chat before we go live, while Recoil gets himself home and ready to cast. So, yeah, as you guys can see, the winning for tonight is 3,000 Rand prize pool for the winners, and then the runner-ups get 2,000 Rand, but the main prize, the also faithful first place, the first slot in this year's ComicCon land. So whoever wins will get an automatic spot in this year's ComicCon 2019, which will be later on, probably around same time as last year, I think. But yeah, that's later on. They're playing for their spot. Who wins here today doesn't have to worry for the rest of the year. Can't go on holiday. They still have to be around and play and keep warm, but they can rest assured that they will have a spot. So I don't know who you guys are rooting for, but Goliath versus Sinister 5, a lot up for grabs here tonight. We're going to try grab the vetoes for you guys relatively soon, but not everyone's in the server just yet. Cool, how's everyone doing? You guys, who are we rooting for? Goliath? We had quite a strong following towards Goliath last time, but are you guys think you're going to take Goliath? Or Sinister 5 going to take it tonight? Tough one for me. I've watched both teams play last year and this year and made changes and picked up some new young guns, people that we follow pretty often, so it's nice to see. Let's just hope it doesn't go to third map. Man, we need that third map. It never ever goes to third map. I believe this will go third map. I think these two teams have got what it takes. Last year at it was definitely a massive game between Sinister and XD. They went nuts. I think there was like 7 overtimes or something like that. It went till like 11 p.m. in the night, and that looked like the finals, because when we came to the finals, they ended pretty quickly. That was a quick 2-0 if ever did see one. But that energy roster one that is now changed, and they're not in the finals. They did go in the semi-finals, half of them anyway, which was on Tuesday. Sinister 5 beating them there. So we'll have to see if they can clutch it out. Sinister 5 haven't been to a semis or a final in forever, I think. I might be wrong, but as far as I've watched them, I haven't seen them in a semi-finals or final situation. Goliath, they were in the finals last year at Comic-Con, so they want to get that win. They want to get that win. Gordon, thanks man. I do see your trade offers coming through. I can't cast, run the stream, and trade right now, but you can indeed. I'll grab that a little bit later. Thanks so much, man. Severe, Sinister 5 is bad. Okay. Man, I'm hoping for a third map. I think we do need to get to a third map. We're just waiting. We got 2 bots. No, there's not players. These are actual CSGO bots on the Goliath side. Oh, 1 now. Bot Wade. He needs to leave. So, as I said earlier, Mr. Recoil has been preoccupied at work. He's on his way, so I'll be gracing your ears for a little while. Never done a solo cast before. Should be interesting. Looking forward to see Flexi and Divo gameplay. Let's have a look. Is Flexi... Yeah, Cat's okay, bud. So, for you guys who don't know, Flexi used to be on the Energy roster. That's before the Energy main team retired. And now he's playing for Sinister 5. His name's going to be Cat's okay, bud. So that is Flexi for those guys that prefer Flexi. I'll probably call him Flexi, as that name right now is a bit ridiculous to cast with, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Divo, another explosive player, it's going to be interesting, but they have to come up against Adara Massacre, and Adara on that AWP is insane. Massacre, we can see we know what he does. Runs through smokes, get headshots. Classic. Okay, map is changing. I'm trying to get the details to see who chose what. Let me just
chat to one of the players and just see if we can grab that. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's jump into the vetoes. So right now, train was taken out. Okay. So no train. All right. And then, so that was, train was removed by Sinister 5. Cash then was removed by Goliath. Okay. No cash. All right. We have a nuke. So Sinister 5 picked nuke. All right. So they did that on Tuesday as well. And they did pretty well on it. 16-8 versus energy. So that was a good showing. I don't mind them picking that again. Dust 2 picking GG. I'll tell you in a little bit why I didn't want someone to pick GG. I mean, sorry, why I didn't want someone to pick Dust 2. I'll let you know. It's actually because I don't have a map overlay for it. It's one of the only maps that I don't have a map overlay for, but it's okay. We'll get there. So Dust 2 for Goliath Gaming. Mirage is now out. Alrighty, so no Mirage. Mirage gone, and Overpass as well gone. Okay. No Overpass. Alright. And then that leaves Inferno for last. Alright, that's pretty cool. That's a good map set. I like that. So we're going to start off with Nuke. Sinister 5 doing a great job versus Energy on Nuke previously, so that's good to see. And then we have Dust 2 coming out, so it does look like... Just waiting for the broadcasters. Hope I got the right IP. So Dust 2, Goliath looking like they want to test their aim versus Sinister 5 on Dust 2. I do feel like they have the advantage on that, but we'll have to wait and see. And then Inferno... Interesting. Okay. So we're in the server, guys. We're in the server already. As I said, this is for the VS Online, Masters Online qualifier. The winner here will secure their spot going towards ComicCon 2019. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here again what they win. Boom. That's what they're going to be winning. That's what they will be getting. The winners. It's not about the money, though. It's all about that spot at Comic-Con. Money's nice. Pocket change. Buy some chappies on your way home after the game. Things got expensive. How's the sound? Everything sounding good? We'll jump into warm-up relatively soon. If there's anything I can change, let me know now before we have any issues while we are in the game. So the first map is going to be Nuke. Thanks to Mr. We Eat Chips for sponsoring these map walkthroughs. First map, Nuke. Interesting map. Very difficult. Sounds always throw you off a little bit. You never know if they're above you or below you. Also, reduction in frames. So I'm pretty sure all these players have decent computers, but if you're sitting in MM and you're wondering why you've got lost frames, Nuke is pretty PC intensive compared to the other maps. So, and this is a online qualifier, so everyone is playing at home in their pajamas and slippers. Cool. That prize pool just covers weekend Comic-Con passes for the team. I mean, they should get free passes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing, it's not about the prize pool. This is online qualifiers, so we can't expect VS to put out too much. There is going to be a LAN relatively soon. I can't say when, but there will be one soon. Very soon, in fact. Like, keep your eyes peeled. Information coming soon, so that should hopefully be a bit bigger. But this is all about getting to Comic-Con. This is all about getting on that main stage. All about the pride, being the best in the country. Goliath have been looking for it for a while. They got to finals last year, not being able to clutch it out though. Will they do it tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Comic-Con expensive, got a lot going on. Pretty worth it, I think. I do like the dynamics of Comic-Con. I think last year there was a lot of conversation about they shouldn't mix gaming and the comics section, but I think in South Africa it makes perfect sense. We just don't have enough people to separate it, and together it was absolutely insane. There were so many people, there was a lot going on, lots to do. If you needed a break from gaming, you can go down to the comic section and the nerdy stuff, which is rad. You can get yourself some pops. If you're tired of that, you can come up and watch some games, just chill, have a look and see what else is going on. Maybe influence some more people to come into gaming. I quite enjoyed it. So they haven't started yet. We're currently sitting in warm-up. Requel should be joining relatively soon. He said he was on his way home, so Maybe the teams are just waiting for that. But all the players are in the server right now. We'll jump to warm up relatively soon. On the Goliath Gaming side, we got Deviant, Adaro, Conspiracy, Zip, and Massacre. What you want to see there is Massacre doing some dirty tactics of pushing through smoke. So it looks like silver tactics, but it's actually just Massacre being insane, because when he does it, he gets multiple headshots. You want to see Adaro and Zip on the AWP. Crazy plays. And then on the Sinister side, 5, we have OK Bud, which is Flexi, Zero Chance, Divo, Hakim, and Zayo. Zayo recently added to the team. I guess just before Flexi though. Flexi is probably the most recent addition to the team. We know him from Energy. He did some crazy stuff first. Actually, Energy in the semi-finals. That must have felt pretty bad. 10k on Goliath rates. Okay, we need to get a bookie in chat, because we got some fake money, big banter talk dropping down. Rise has 10k on Goliath. All right. So if we look at the progression over here, this is what's going to happen. These players are playing for their spot at ComicCon. Obviously, for bragging rights, you win this. This is the first main bragging right opportunity for VS this year, and it's quite nice because VS have changed it up. So last year you just play your way through the ranks, through the ladder, and get up to Masters Division, and you go top 8, go through to the LAN. But this year what they've done, they've had an online qualifier. There's going to be a LAN qualifier really soon, and then as you can see on the screen, all the other ways that you can enter in to try and get yourself to Comic-Con. So it just opens up the playfield. It just gives more teams opportunity to practice, change rosters, figure things out. And it is tough. It's tough to stick to a team for a whole year, because life happens, right? As much as we want to be super professional as we can in South Africa, this is real life. Things happen. So it's nice to see that VS are giving opportunity for different teams to participate, such as this online qualifier. There's teams that I've never even seen or casted before, and that was great because there's some insane players coming out of there. So maybe they get picked up and put on a better team. So I do like the new system. Any questions before we're about to jump into some warm-ups? We can actually do that. You guys can watch these plays warming up a little bit, see how they are feeling. If you have any questions, let me know. We can get things going for you. Okay, we jumped in the right time because it looked like the map is about to start. His volume's good. Before we start this finals with Goliath Gaming versus Sinister 5, this is it. Everything's up for grabs. Let me know now if there's any issues, because we can't fix it once we start. Nuke. This was Sinister 5's map pick. They did extremely well versus Energy on this, going 16-8. So can they do it again versus Goliath? It's a good strat. Goliath probably watching the past VOD and trying to figure out where they can break Sinister 5. Will they be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see. So just yet again, welcome ladies and gentlemen. This is the VS Online Masters Qualified, casted by, unfortunately, Icewolf just for now, as Recall is running late. This is just how things happen, but it's alright. I'll attempt my first solo cast. Here we go, starting out pistol rounds on Nuke, and a headshot by Zero Chance, opening up the Conspiracy, and it looks like they want to go down to Secret. Will Zipster find a headshot in the wool onto Zayo? The new blood in the team getting shut down, and Adaro finds one. So Adaro has an idea. He's moving down towards B site. That's a good strat. I do like it. Gets into that vent position because you don't want these T's to push through vents. They're going to have to take it slow. Try to get across. Sound cues coming in. Deviant in a beautiful position to get some headshots. No vent placement behind him anymore. As you can see on his left, there used to be a vent hole there, but you can't go through anymore. So this is perfect for Deviant. And Diver finding a frag. Zip, he finds Flexi, and now T's are falling, but the bomb is down. That's going to help the economy game. And Divo, he needs to stay alive here, but he can't. He gets taken down. 3 alive left for Goliath. Nice strong round. Bomb plant for Sinister. That's going to help the economy, but ultimately you do want to get that one round on the board as quick as possible, and Goliath have done so. Alrighty, alrighty. This is only the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Only the beginning. 3 maps to go. The finals for VS. They've been playing through this online qualifier, through some no names, through some strong names. Energy, White Rabbit Gaming, all these guys have fallen. Good gaming has fallen down as well. But it's all up to Goliath and Sinister. Still early. Sinister's map pick. Dara feeling brave, holding their HE. They do know these are going to only be pistols. As you can see there, you can throw some HEs or Amolian smoke onto a site, cause a bit of distraction. Try not hurt yourself on the process. Divo losing an HP. Okay, Deviant spotted one. Here comes the push. T is pushing onto ramp. They're going to be able to get on side and get the bomb plant unless Deviant has anything to say. He finds one headshot with the UMP. He does have the advantage. Has to turn to the pistol. Will he be able to find more? Sinister picks him up, but Massacre there to get the refrags. And he finds himself too, just with that artillery advantage. And Adara with the headshot and going to finish off. Zayo slowly walking to his death. Had no opportunity. Had no idea. And this is the problem with these players, right? Well, this is a problem for Sinister. This is a great job for Goliath. You got to watch the youngsters. Adara and Massacre, absolutely insane. They're so fast. They read the map very well. They understand what's going on. You can't walk. Take your time onto site. Got to push. Got to get the bomb plant. Get the post plant set up. Nice utility usage coming out from Goliath. As you can see, they're using the HE as well just to slow down the players, using smokes to just keep the tempo in track, making sure Sinister plays their game. What you don't want is Sinister to start running away with this, and zero chance finds Zip Zip, trying to be sneaky. Common position, those Zip Zip, you got to watch those, but you also have to change things up a little bit. 5-4 right now in the favor of Sinister, but Deviant looks like he's gonna try to find a headshot, but he does take a shot to the head, down to 38 HP, but he finds Zayo. 1 for 1. It's nice to see these rounds going so close. I feel like Sinister's just playing a little bit too slow compared to what they were in the semifinals versus Energy. Maybe just trying to find their footing, warm up a little bit. I didn't even see Deviant over there, so I'm not sure what he's looking through. And Massacre, though, he finds zero chance. You can't AFK on the map. Zero chance. Diver finds Conspiracy, but Massacre's waiting. Headshot angle. Perfect. And now we have Flexi and Hackham left alive. Deviant. He has an idea. He's been given the call. Will he find the frag? They have no idea he's there. He's going to find it. Flexi goes down, and Hackham 1 versus 2, but Adara is there. Finds him in the back. You got to watch where Adara and Massacre are. Stealthy. Foxy characters. Anyway, 3-0. Sinister 5 yet to find a round, but they should be able to buy up now. Let's just have a look. Oh, they're going for a save. Okay. Going for those deagles. They did spend a bit of utility last round, so would have hindered their purchases as well as the new economy change up. But who needs economy and rifles if Hackham has a Tech 9? Finding Adara. Tech 9, not the most popular gun. It was nerfed recently. The first shot's extremely accurate, but after that, it starts to flurry itself. And Flexi finding a headshot at a Conspiracy, close range. And Hackham, there we go, first round on the board. Picking up some rifles for their job as well. Extra loot on the battlefield. Picking up an AUG and an AK. Nice. He did pick up an AK, so someone must have bought an AK up on that round. Interesting. Interesting. 3-1 off a pistol round. Amount of times that happens, but we just get into this. This is all just flirting by these two teams. Nothing too intense just yet. Putting on Goliath to a pistol save. Do have a deagle in the hands of Conspiracy. 2 P250s, but Flexi through the smoke. Has an idea that Deviant's going to get crafty. Not going to fool Flexi. He was from arguably one of the best teams in the country for a long time. Energy main roster before they retired. Flexi showing that he's not the oldest man on the map because Deviant has all the experience trying to train up these youngsters from Goliath. Fortunately, not the experience to stay out of Flexi's bullets there in the smoke. We'll have to wait and see. Slower round now. Sinister. Well, not a slow round. Sinister been playing pretty slow all night. I do want to see them get aggressive off the bat, but that will work. Flex, he finds one, he finds two onto Zip Zip, and that is A side open right now. They need to put the bomb down. Need to watch post bomb setup, but there we go. Dara with the P250 finds himself a frag. Zayo takes down Massacre. Dara picks up an AK. He finds a second shot into Divo, but he's not going to be able to find any more as he gets shut down. Another round on the board there for Sinister 5. Whoa, close rounds. These pistols. Man. Close and personal. Anyway. It's quite strange solo casting. But Recall just sent me a message. He'll be here soon. The hypercaster, the man himself, should get some assistance. But until then, we're going to have Massacre finding a frag onto Flexi. But recovery comes through. Zayo finds one of his own, and Adara gets shut down as well. Hakim, bomb plant getting taken down. Hakim going to try to find the second one, just misses all his shots. But all that is left, and a nade is going to take him down. Zip Zip losing that AWP. So let's see what the economy is doing right now. They're going to have to possibly save here. You want to try to stay above $2,000 going into your next round, then you should have enough. So this will be a save from Goliath yet again. And Sinister starting to come alive. They lost the first 3 rounds. That was the pistols though. Starting to pick it back up. This is a map choice. So this is to be expected. And a nice amount of damage coming out from his HE grenades. Oh, headshot there by Hakim onto Conspiracy. Zip Zip though finds one of his own. P250, and all that is left is Deviant with a 5-7. Will he be able to do anything? Banana gun. Looks like he's going to get onto side into Shack. He might be able to stop the bomb planter. All helps. He finds one, finds Hakim. Oh, I thought he might be able to find the second one, but he will not. Bomb gonna go down. A little bit of extra money in the back pocket there for Sinister 5. Starting to get a bit of traction in their map pick. Their economy doing really well right now. Buy coming out from Goliath. AWP in the hands of Zip Zip. As I said in the beginning, Zip Zip and Adara are the usual AWPers for Goliath. I like what Sinister's doing is playing slowly and then just bursting once they get those frags. I just would like to see them play a fast round straight up from the beginning just to change the tempo up a little bit. But they know what they're doing. This is the finals. These are the 2 best teams currently in the country playing for their ComicCon spot. The seat at the table. On LAN, amongst you guys, the fans who managed to get there. And Deviant finds the head of Zayo. Look at that headshot angle. He finds a second one. How does he even see those shots? Man, and that is what years and years of CSGO and experience does. And Zip Zip helps out. Hakim, though, takes down Deviant. He's one, well, it's 2 versus 4, but Zip Zip's going to shut him down. Body shot with AWP. 0 chance. Actually, has 0 chance with this. There's 4 left alive. Take your time. Try stay out this 40 seconds. He's actually in a very nice position to pick up Zip Zip, take that AWP out of his hands. It's just gonna hold. He has not, I don't think he knows that Zip Zip is still there. He would have assumed that he moved out of the area, but he's been cautious, holding an angle. Let's see if he'll be able to save this. Sound cues coming in. So right now it's a pretty close game, right? is going head to head. Man for man. Keeping the economy intact. Sinister 5 is coming out on top in terms of economy game, but this round right here is going to probably even things out quite a bit. 15,000k extra on the hands of Sinister 5, but they have to fall by up here, so they're going to drop, even though even-ish. Close game, 4-4. And Conspiracy yet to find a frag. Wow. Okay, Conspiracy. You need to get in the game, son. You get in the game for Goliath. It's not good. You can't go 0 in this finals. Oh, not 007. He does have 2 assists. I'm sure he'll get into this fairly soon. Trying to push through. The smokes had not plumed just yet. 0 chance. Playing with fire, literally. Jumps over at Molly. Gonna try find any lurkers, but there is no one towards this area. Holding fast is the CTs. So what they're doing right now is using utility to gain map advantage. Throwing a couple shots to see if they connect. You can hear that or see some blood through the smoke, and then they know they can carry on. Also, a lucky headshot always benefits the team. And here we go. Set plays coming out towards A. Clearing that right angle next to the vent. Deviant holding steadfast. And looks like Sinister 5 are going to want to push through onto A site. Here they go. Adara though, he finds one. Conspiracy picks up his first kill of the game. Adara with the second finds the bomb. And now the bomb's at the feet of the CTs. Adara opting for a USP. Ran out of bullets on his AK. Deviant though coming for the flank. 0 chance in the same position yet again. Not going to find anything. And Conspiracy finding his second. Finally getting on the board is Conspiracy here for Goliath. As I said, this man is used to frags. He's not going to be on 0 for too long. And a little battle outside here. 0 chance comes out on top. It gets shut down by USP. And that is the full team down. Goliath Gaming taking that round. Alrighty. For those guys who just joined, this is map pick 1 Nuke for Sinister 5. This is the VS Online Masters Qualifiers, and Conspiracy finding another frag, a headshot onto 0's chance. No looking for you, sir. Not this time. This is a problem when you start getting predictable. The CTs figure out your patterns. Another slow round coming out here from Sinister 5. Need to start burning. Need to start picking up the pace in the beginning. Playing this slow just allows the CTs to set themselves up, and a nice molly just forcing a player to jump out there. I think that was Massacre, and Zip finds the refrag. Adara though on A site, holding tight, making sure he's not going to allow Zip to go down to the AWP. Bomb in sight here for Adara. Picks it up, smokes it off. Only 2 players left alive, and Adara finds another headshot. Now it's all up to Flexi. Can he do it? No, he can't, because Conspiracy is there, and he heard me. I told him, got to get off those 0 kills. You got to help your team. Put himself up to 4. A lot better showing. A lot better indeed as Goliath take the lead 6-4 right now. Was even after a 3-round-in-a-row loss streak. Let's see if Sinister breaks it yet again after this faithful 3rd round loss. 6-4, map 1, Nuke, Sinister's pick. CT's holding 3 onto A site. At some point they're going to have to change that up, but oh my god, Conspiracy finds Zayo, finds a second. Will he find a 30? Will. Conspiracy picks up Divo and hack him outside. Bot plays, if I ever did see one walking outside with no smoke to cover. You can't do that in a finals, as Sinister. That's not how you're going to win rounds. You're just going to find the crosshairs of Conspiracy, and Deviant holding ever so tightly on ramp.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? You coming to save me? Welcome.
Coming to save you, my dude.
Cool. I'm gonna go AFK now for about 15 minutes. Recall now is gonna do a solo cast.
Yep. Have you got that IP from me?
I do.
Please.
Yes, I understand that they need util to run outside, but don't run outside if you don't have util. You can do a fast, aggressive play onto on B ramp because you know only Deviant is sitting there. Deviant has been sitting on ramp by himself pretty much the whole game. A rotator of Zip does come through, so if you have pistols and no utility, then at least sacrifice one body, overwhelm the player on B ramp, wait for Zip to rotate to take him down as well, the AWP, and then you have a bit of a chance. Walking outside quietly, unfortunately, gives you 0 chance, and you get shut down. Anyway, jumping back into this game, there's a timeout, so let's have a look at who's leading what right now. Adara on top to be expected considering his plays today. Zip has 10 frags himself, doing a great job on A side with the AWP, as well as rotating towards ramp when needed. Massacre at the bottom, unconventional for Massacre. Hey, Recoil, let me know when you're in.
I'm in.
Take it away. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy who almost didn't make it, came here straight from work to grace us in this finals, Mr. Recoil ZA, with a 1, not an I.
With the 1 because it's 2019, my dude.
2012.
Well, sorry for being late, but I'm here now, so that's what matters. And looks like it's pretty close. Here on Nuke, Goliath versus Sinister 5. And yeah, Goliath 7-4 up.
7-4 up indeed.
Pretty slow play.
Yeah, Sinister's been playing really slowly. I would like to see them speed it up a little bit. They have pushed onto ramp site, so as I said, there is usually only one player on ramp, Recall, and that is Deviant tonight. But there we go, he's sitting back onto A side, so he had an idea. He's been holding these angles so well, doing a great job of getting that info on ramp. Will he be able to hold this push coming through?
I am sorting out mic issues, 1 sec.
Alright, no problem. Flexi, he's going to be the first onto site using that molly. They know Deviant's here somewhere. He's been playing here the whole time. He's changed up his position now. Oh, that nade's going to do a nice bit of damage, but it's not going to stop his headshots as he takes down Flexi. Zip yet to rotate and 0 chance. Another sneaky play coming out from him. Will he be able to make this work? Massacre though, he's coming out. Oh, Conspiracy, sorry, that was Conspiracy, and he finds the headshot. Oh my god, Conspiracy, how do you make those? The angle was being held, but Conspiracy has it. And Diver though takes down Conspiracy. Now it's all left up to Deviant. Will he be able to do anything? This should go in the favor finally of Sinister 5. Goliath on the cusp of starting to run away with a little bit, but this will help Recoil.
Yep, it will do. And I mean, retrieving that AWP as well, it's really good for Sinister 5 here. And they're going to find Deviant as well. So, clean sweep there, and Sinister 5 take that round. 5-7. And from what I'm seeing, they're, just hitting those shots, man. They just... looks like it's going to be a goodie. Sorry, I just got back now. So from work.
So from what you've been seeing as the last round, you got this.
Exactly.
Everything you say, I believe.
Just believe in the recoil.
No, you were watching the cast and you were home, surely.
100%. I was in my car driving, watching it on my iPad. Definitely.
Yeah, such a baller. They pay you a lot to cast, eh?
Well, looks like the smokes outside will land. But Sinister 5 not really doing anything much with it. They're going to go towards the inner part of the map, looking towards ramp. But util usage being good here from Goliath, just making sure that they smoking off the choke points. Not netting squeaky door out, which, well, does retract a bit of that vision there that you have from Sinister, from the T side.
Indeed. Yep, this round is a biggie. Economy is dwindling. These rounds have gone very close, so it's very seldom that there's more than 3 players alive on a side, so
yeah,
economy needs to be kept in check. Massacre's been having some dirty pushes through smokes and very fast pushes towards B whenever the bomb is on B side, but Sinister has not found themselves on a site able to plant very often. I must just give props to Deviant though. He's been holding ramp insanely well tonight.
Oh really, huh? Well, the inner push, the upper side has come in, and while Conspiracy, Massacre, and Adaro there to shut it down, and Zip with the orb shuts Diver down on top of Marshmallow there. He's going to try and do something here, but Adaro takes him down, and that is a clean round for Goliath. That just looked like they were poised, ready for that push, and just, well, hitting the shots. That now puts Sinister 5 onto a save. They won't, I think you'll have Zio and, okay, bud, always, that's Flexi, right?
That is Flexi indeed, the man himself. So Flexi retires and then changes his name and plays competitive game. That's how it works. Now I'm just kidding. That isn't Flexi indeed. Did a great job versus Energy in the semi-finals. Will he do it again here for his team? And Regal, this is still looking good though, because we need to keep in mind that Zip hit dirty shots. Keep that in mind. But also that Sinister are on the T side, and Nuke is pretty hard to get on sites. CT can easily hold you off.
Very true.
You have the height, you have the different angle advantage. It's quite a complex map to play in. You also got to play against Massacre, so that doesn't help because he finds 2 headshots as well as the bomb. And Zero Chance yet again lurking. Zero Chance is doing a great job of lurking tonight, I must say. People could learn something from his looks.
People could learn something. Just watch that. Well, that
you won't find him on re-ramp, but he will be there.
Hey, there we go. That's the memes we've been looking for.
wasn't me. It was chat.
Last
Never
round of
forget.
half, and well, never forget, dude. Last round here, and no AWP on the side of Sinister 5, but not really needed in these inner sites. I mean, not taking that outside battle, just throwing the smokes, except for Zero Chances. He's gotten down into secret, trying to make something happen here for Sinister 5. I mean, if they pick up the round, they're still looking good here on Nuke, right?
I think they're looking good regardless. If they pick up this round, it'll help a lot. And they're just struggling to get onto the site. So if they have a strong CT where they do the same to Goliath, I think it'll be okay. They were a lot stronger versus Energy on their T side, but this is a different team, a different makeup.
Yeah.
And these guys have been playing together for a lot longer than the new Energy roster. So this is definitely a stronger team. And I think them choosing Nuke is good. Obviously, it doesn't look like that right now. But give them time. They still have to switch to CT. And I believe we're going to get a lot closer game, and Conspiracy says he doesn't believe so because he's going to find Zero Chance.
Yeah, that org showing its strength there, no? Taking down Zero Chance. And here comes the push on the upper side. Oh, okay, but well, Flexi trying to do something. Gets one with the multi at the end though. Zero comes in flying. Gets one, can't connect with the second headshot. And well, that is the half. That was the quickest half of CS I've ever cast, I'm not going to lie. But
that was the hardest half of CS I've ever cast. When you don't have anyone to banter with, and you know, it's just hard, man. And I can't hear chat. I can read chat, but I can't. You know, it's not the same. It's just not the same. I need a big bear of a man that I can just throw meme punches at.
Hold on, let me call Halberd for you.
Oh, sorry. I should have said I needed a Muttley, right?
Hey, there we go. That's the one.
Anyway, welcome back to this VS Online Masters Qualifier. The winner here will win themselves some pocket change, 3,000 Rand, as well as the all-coveted glory of being the first team invited to ComicCon 2019. Though they have to get through this BO3. Sinister 5 versus Goliath, playing towards our side. Adara trying to find one. That is Zero Chance, down to 9 HP. Will he get taken down? Time will tell. Adara does find Zero Chance. Diver there now. He's got an opportunity to find Conspiracy. He does. Teaser out on top of this one. The recalls is only 3 CTs left. Never mind, 3 apiece. But Adaro in a dangerous position finds Flexi. He finds the second one onto Divo. And now he's left alive. Zayo 1 versus 3. Can he find these shots? And look how well they're playing this. They're not giving away their position. They're just bait and switching. Playing with that little amount of HP they have. This is doable. Zeo can
Yep.
do this. He finds one. He does have 69 HP. Hey, Zeo, you can
Hey,
do it.
yo.
You go. Extra energy. Finds. Oh, we know he won't because Demon will shut him down. I had faith. I had faith in the HP.
You did. And well, that's the pistol round picked up there for Goliath. 11-5 now. And I would have liked to see Sinister 5 pick that up because it would have put them into a good state. Although the map isn't lost yet, you still have that. Well, it would have been a lot easier if they picked up that pistol. And well, Goliath looks like they're going outside again. They took advantage of it in the pistol. The util quite aggressive, but it looks like Sinister 5 are just giving them outside. They're playing with the pistols, and well, doesn't really bode well for them if they do end up going outside. And Zero, he's going to try and peek outside. Does find spots one or two players. No damage done in, and Zero getting tagged down to 55. And this is nice to see. Goliath just slowing it down. They know they're up against pistols, and they don't want to throw anything away here.
No, want to keep that HP. The body's alive. Hope for a lucky headshot with a USP or a P250. Look how slow the T's are playing though. Goliath not giving anything up. Trying to see if they can find a shoulder of sorts. Someone over peeking, getting a little bit bored. But Sinister 5 not going to play that way as they're just holding steadfast. Both teams just waiting for someone to make a mistake.
Well, that is the truth here. And Goliath looks like they're going into that lower B bomb site. We try to find one. They do. Massacre finds Dabo, and then onto Flexi as well. No damage done as yet. Would have liked to see Sinister 5 get 1 or 2 kills here maybe with the pistols. Just holding the tight angles, but Goliath not really giving them the opportunity to.
I mean, it is hard. You have these
yeah.
players like Massacre, Adaro, Conspiracy that having these weapon advantage. But Sinister 5 did win off a pistol in the first half, so it's not highly unlikely. It's just, I mean, it's possible, but it's tough. It's hard.
It is indeed. I mean, that's why you have to look at it in the sense of, well, take the next round, full save, have a chat about what's going wrong. Use the if you've lost the pistol, use that round as a, let's have a chat. Have the full time go down. Make sure that you're noticing what's going wrong and having a chat about that, because I mean, you're not using any timeouts, so might as well use. You haven't got a chance of winning the round because you haven't bought anything into it or invested anything into the round. So just have a chat about it and see where you can, make a change maybe, or have a chat about morale or something like that. Just try and make a change. But well, Sinister 5 here now, they're gonna have bought up. There a chance still on that Famis, opting to go with the util rather.
Indeed. Hopefully the big change you speak of is just them being able to buy up, as this is their first full buy round in this second half. Sinister need to try and get back into this. Goliath want to shut this down as quick as possible. A lot of young players here that need to get a bed recoil.
Yep. So let's shut it down quickly. Well, the push does come into the upper A site, and well, GG are on, trading out 1 for 1, but no, Deviant finds another with the UMP, and there is Diver finding one, finally in reply, 2v1, 1v1 as I say that, and Zero finds one, but can't find the second, and that is 13-5. Goliath finding themselves so much closer to winning this first map, ever so slightly creeping their way forward, but we've seen bigger comebacks, ISO.
We've seen better, we've seen worse. We'll have to see what we're going to see now, what the future holds for us. What I do like seeing here from Goliath is how they're playing slowly when they need to, but then they play extremely fast as well. And that's what I was saying. Sinister 5 missed opportunities to play some extremely fast rounds and overwhelm players, especially once they had figured out where those players were. They knew there was only one player on ramp, Deviant. They knew after he went down there was a last player of Zipzip from Heaven. So these are opportunities they should have taken, but now Conspiracy finding a headshot with the Glock. Was that on burst mode? Man, Conspiracy was 0 for 7 at one point, and now no one can stop him. Deviant gonna find divers as well, and this is all off a pistol, so it's to be expected, but man.
Well, I mean, they had really 2 free kills that they couldn't make the shots on and all. Goliath are going to take advantage of that. 14-5 now, and Sinister 5, they're going to be able to buy up here. AWP does come into the hands of Zero Chance. And a full lineup of Orgs. Hack him, please. There we go. Heard the cries. And, well, that's 4 Orgs and an AWP. You wouldn't have seen this a year ago.
Well, if you did, you would have been deleted from the scene at the same time. But now apparently it's acceptable after some economy changes and quality headshots. I don't mind it. I like a good 2-time scope on a weapon, and I also like Conspiracy getting more frags. Unfortunately, we do need to see some more gameplay, so I would like Sinister getting a couple more rounds, but Conspiracy is just unstoppable at the moment. He's showing these youngsters how it's done.
Yeah, well, Diver finding one onto Devent was not through the smoke, no. Okay. Mollies are going to come onto that A site, but Goliath again, slowing it down, not making any mistakes here. They know they use some util here onto the A site. And comes out from Zero Chance. And well, that is that push done on ramp. All you need is an AWP and 2 bodies to line up, and well, you have ramp control. Zip and Massacre left here alive. I'm gonna look here, still have bomb control, which is good. I'm gonna look to try and push here into the start, and well, Massacre finds one. Can he find the second?
Divo holding Shack. I don't know how they got into the side like that, but that's going to be a nice easy frag for Divo. He's not going to mess those up. Gave away his life as a zip. Nice hold in Shack, keeping quiet. Massacre being sneaky, going down towards B. This is why this map is so complex. The whole team has rotated towards the CT side, but Hakim, he has an opportunity to find Massacre now, because he is by ramp. He's by ramp. I'm just trying to show you some support, but Hakim doesn't need it because he does find the bomb planter. I just want to, you know, I just feel all the pain that you get for saying re-ramp.
Yeah,
so I just want to give you more support so that they can call us both out, Recall. I'm here for you.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, we're co-casters, so you're supposed to be there for me, right?
I mean, that's what you say, but someone arrived late and let me alone in the lurch here. But it's okay. It's okay.
That's fine.
That's cool. Whatever.
Well, full lineup of AKs brought up here by Goliath. 14-6 is the scoreline. Sinister 5 a long road ahead of them if they want to take this map. Almost, they don't really have a single mistake to make if they want to win it. Overtime though, well, there we go. Flexi with the push, finds one onto Conspiracy. And now Sinister 5 getting very aggressive diver. He's going to look for one. Can he find a second? Yes, he does. No, the dent comes in. He couldn't. 1 HP. Gotta love seeing that. And well, here comes the flash killer. No, okay. And the cross on the cross, nobody gets killed, but a diver into Flexi finds his head. And that is 3v3 now. Well, 3v2.1. As Massacre's on 1 HP. And he's going to be the linchpin. Yeah, finds one. Hakim finds Massacre as well. And now it is all on Adaru, this young man. Going to try and make his way onto site and find these kills. He does have the bomb, though, which plays in his favor. And Hakim on a sliver of HP as well. He's just going to rotate. Does have a lot of time to play with here. And finds Hakim. Goes onto the A side, mollies it down, and he's going to get be able to get the bomb down, leaving himself in a great position here in a 1v1.
I wish Hakim would have just settled himself a little bit, not overpeak, wait for the bomb to go down, but it's all good because 1v1, it is 0 chance. He does have a WP, and we know how insane this player can be, but will he be able to suss out where Adara is? And oh, he gets a shot. It's not a headshot, but it's in the knee, and that's all he needed. Adara is now going to be crawling for the rest of the map because he gets shot down in the kneecaps and the defuse comes through. And as I said, 0 chance can do it.
Indeed he can. And well, he did. 7-14 and not yet going to put Goliath onto an eco, but getting very close after this round. After 2 more rounds of losing, they'd probably be on that save.
It's fine. And English is your 4th language. Take your time.
Take my time. Thanks. All the call outs tonight and all.
I'm trying.
They're gonna play the outside there. They have found some success. in the second half, but Conspiracy, he's waiting for that push. A little bit of chip damage being done onto 2 players there. It is important as the orb finds the head. There's Flexi. David finds one for himself as well. Gets traded out. 3v3 now. And the orb on 0 chance. He did do it for his team in the last round. So if
Look
he
at that
can
molly.
have the same results, both mollies, he's not good. They're not getting on site anytime soon.
Oh, that molly was great. Push the AWP or anyone holding that angle off. But Zayo, he didn't hear the sound, and Conspiracy, he has the vision, finds the head of Zayo, and that's not going to help these retakes as it's all left up to 0 chance. A bit of lag coming out there. Apologize, and Endaro says, okay, you can have the last round. I'm going to find you this time. That was a nice shot.
It was, and 4 kills on the round for him.
Okay.
And, well,
Recall. Serious question.
what's up?
So 0 chance jumped over there to stay away from the bullets, right? Stay away from the headshot. So in your professional opinion, did Adaro whiff and got lucky because 0 chance jumped, or did he work for that? Did he work and interpret that headshot?
No, he knows the game so well that he actually corrected his spray control to hit him in the head while he was jumping.
Easy way out. I see how it is. I see how it is. Anyway, Hakim finds Conspiracy as well as a rifle. It's gonna help.
Yeah, it is going to help in Sinister 5 picking up the 8th round, because we are on, well, GG are on map point here, 15-7, and Massacre's going to just team Losa to the win by finding the head of Divo, and will even things out as well. So 4-4, and again the slow play from Goliath, well, pays off, and Zipzip finds Flexi with the AWP, and now they're sort of left in no man's land. Hakim finds the head of Deviant. Now the push comes through, but Hakim's unsuccessful in finding a second, and all 2 players left all of a sudden alive for Sinister 5, and Zio manages to find one for himself. Massacre trades out, and he gets the second as well. And that is map 1 going towards the side of Goliath Gaming.
Map 1 indeed. Interesting. I would say you should discuss it, but you weren't here.
No,
so.
the last 7 rounds were great.
So
Quickest map of CS I've ever cast.
I mean, I didn't expect that, to be honest.
You didn't expect that?
Well, Sinister's fine. They did so good versus Energy in the semifinals
They did.
on that map. That was their map pick. But they look like a different team from what we saw. They're just not getting those refrags. They're a little bit too spread out. They're not playing as confident as they were versus Energy in the semis, because they're not doing those burst fire run and gun tactics. Like that's what I love seeing in the semis. They would play it slow, and then one round change it up and just go as a team, get the refrags, overwhelm the players, get onto site and plant. And they did that so well in the semis, but they just didn't do this at all on the T side. And the T side, there wasn't really much to talk about other than a couple of clutches here and there.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we'll see what the future of this best of 3 holds. But it is definitely, from the little bit of CS that I had that I watched. I mean, I did obviously catch the first half as well because I was watching in my car.
Yeah,
and it just seems like we're seeing a different Sinister 5 here. I think it leans towards the fact that they're not playing their game. Goliath Gaming is forcing Sinister 5 to play their game, and it's putting Sinister 5 out of their comfort zone.
So, Goliath new Energy / Bravado, where they force their opponents to play their games? Question mark.
Exactly.
Dangerous position for Sinister 5 though, especially in this finals. But they haven't really been to a finals, so maybe nerves kicking in. I mean, I think some of the players definitely have, because they've been around for a while. But
yeah.
But as a team, as Sinister 5 specifically, it's been a while.
Yeah. No, it is, and I mean, the point in fact here is that, well, whose map pick was that? That was
Sinister 5. Goliath picked
well.
Dust, which we're going to jump into now.
Okay. I mean, that's got to play a mental factor as well, right? Losing on your map pick, where the last the last best of 3 that we watched Sinister 5 play, they won on their map pick, and it was also first. So, you know, it kind of leans towards the fact is how much does that affect their mental game? Because let's be honest, losing on your map pick is a big deal.
Well, especially at this level, right? Because at this level, both teams are arguably the 2 best teams in the country. They both really good, and one of the things that'll set you apart is if you start losing that mental game. So we'll have to see what happens here in Dust 2, but it's not looking great. And I did say just in the beginning when we were doing the veto process that I hoped no one picked Dust 2 for the very reason that I don't have a map overview of Dust 2. I have one for every other map, but unfortunately I just...
Not for Dust 2.
Let me just double check. Maybe we do.
Well, I mean, just looking at what the fans have said, it was actually quite close, eh? 51% Goliath Gaming, 49% Sinister 5.
I thought it was going to be a lot closer. They're not out yet, though. I mean, they're still going to play Dust 2.
There's still a lot.
But
there's still a lot of CSGO playing. Yeah. But I mean, we all know Dust 2 to be that individual effort map where, you know, one player can generally do a lot more. Whereas Nuke, I feel is a bit more team-centric, where if you don't have the teamwork down, unfortunately you're going to fall short. And I think that's where Sinister 5 fell short on Nuke. There was just not the... They were being aggressive when they weren't supposed to be. They were being too passive when they were supposed to be aggressive. And it just, unfortunately, they weren't taking any of the map control on T side before they had the big execute. So you're literally sitting in a situation where they're not playing as a team. They're not working off each other. And, well, let's see what they can do here, because if that's not working for them, well, maybe a couple of individual effort players can come through and say, well, guys, we're here to play. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I agree. Let's hope. But I think I know what happened.
Okay.
I think I know. So what happened? So what happened is that Sinister 5 got together because they were landing at someone's house, one of the players' house. They're landing, and you know their mom just ordered some Debonairs pizza because they sponsored, so they get it for free. I mean, you're gonna land, you need to hit that pizza. And one of the players stupidly took a photo of this and sent it to Goliath and be like, bro, we're not sharing. And now they're mad. About it. And now Goliath are just running around stomping and being aggressive. And you can see that with the Dara Massacre pushing through smokes. If only they shared their pizza, recall.
Is it the pizza problem?
I think it's the pizza problem.
Pizza problem because I've eaten enough pizza in my lifetime.
I mean, that's not wrong, but that's not going to help them. Anyway, though, on a serious note, map 1 down 16-7 in the favor of Goliath Gaming. Getting that advantage, trying to get all the way to ComicCon. I don't think there's much doubt that they would make it eventually, but rather get it out of the way and not stress about it for the rest of the year. So, looking for their position is Goliath Gaming at ComicCon. Sinister 5 on the back foot, going into map 2. This is Dust 2, and that is Goliath's map pick. Got to go big here, Recall. As you say, you want to see some insane individual plays, and I do as well. I mean, in the semifinals, we saw insane round for round battles, and I want to see that. Yeah. I just don't think we've seen Sinister come alive yet. I want to see Divo go absolutely insane. I want to see Hackem live up to his hacking name. I want to see Zero Chance just getting some AWP shots, and not some kneecaps on a clutch round. I want headshots, and I want a Zeus kill, and I want a knife. That's all I want.
I mean, you're asking for a lot, eh?
But I feel like I can, because
I feel like I can.
I can't ask. I won't get it, but I can ask for it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you there. Well, yeah, I'm listening.
I was just wondering if you had a story for us while we wait for this wall.
A story. I mean, I can tell you the story about why I was late.
No, we don't care about that. We want a young Recall on the scene story.
A young Recall on the scene.
Did you guys know Recall's been around for like 9 years?
I mean, not that anyone knew me back then, but I actually started casting Dota when I first started, and I moved over to CS in 2012.
Did you move over to CS because Dota was dying and League was taking... Oh, sorry, what? That's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say anything like that. No, I started, one of my mates actually got me into playing CS, and I was like, well, I cast Dota, so might as well give this a shot, and I haven't looked back since. And look at me now.
Look at me now, mom and dad. I'm at home in my pajamas
Mom,
casting
get
the
the camera.
finals for
Yeah,
VS.
exactly.
Is your mom and dad sitting behind you watching?
No, I live by myself.
Don't lie, dude. Whatever. They're watching. They're watching.
Cue the sad music.
My mom doesn't even know what YouTube is, dude. Feels bad.
I mean, do any parents really?
Well, I mean, there's some sassy parents out there. I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they do. Anyway, who are we voting for? We've seen a lot of fire for both teams. 50-50 roughly on your polls. What is your poll stats? 56?
It's 51% to Goliath, 49%
Wow.
since 5.
That's
Yeah,
close.
it's literally on the cuff, dude. It couldn't get any closer.
Okay. The game should start anytime. All players are on the server warming up. We'll jump to that fairly soon. Let's actually jump to that. We're going to do a quick little video
Well,
intro.
I mean,
jump to
but
the
Derek subbing for Sinister 5.
Oh, is that not a player? Never mind.
There we go. No, he's in now.
Okay, let's go to video
flexible.
intro and then we'll jump into the warm up. Alrighty, we back. VS Masters Online qualifiers for ComicCon 2019. Goliath Gaming versus Sinister 5. Sinister 5 losing their map pick on Nuke 16-7. Need to win this map on Dust 2 if they have any chance of going to the ever so faithful, the one and only Inferno third map pick. Can they do it? We'll have to wait and see. A long pushed towards long. A long, actually. Many longs in there. This is going to be the knife round, though. Knife round's always long, which is it's quite nice how there's always one situation, so everyone knows. Those who don't know, watching at home, you have to knife round to choose sides, and on Dust, it's usually towards a long. No shenanigans in the middle. Some of you guys out there in chat, I know you going short and trying to get behind your players. No, be gentlemen. Rush towards long on A and fight it out like men. Like hooligans with knives, but respectful hooligans with knives. No backstabs. Unless your opponent turns, then it's fair game.
What if he turns and runs? Fair game?
Fair game.
Fair game.
Then you know clip.
Well, pistol round on the way. This is a map 2 of this best of 3. Goliath Gaming taking on Sinister 5 in the VS Gaming Masters Online Qualifiers. Just to reiterate, whoever wins here has secured themselves a spot at Con.
And some Wimpy money. 3,000 rand.
And some money. 3,000 rand going to buying the monsters needed to play this best of 3.
Indeed, and a push out towards middle, but Sinister coming out on top as Zayo and Flexi find one. Okay, Bud finds 2. That is actually his third one, and that was 2 insane headshots through middle doors. Flexi here to carry the boys.
Well, Flexi picking up 3. I mean,
well, that's a carry of mine. That's a carry of mine. Well, I mean, him and Zayo.
I mean, you used to seeing that when we played together, right?
Rude. There's no evidence.
Well, second round buy-up. Flexi opting to go for that M4. He's going to play on... I mean, well, I thought he was going to go play on the short angle. But no, moving towards a long. And, well, this is where Goliath just have to say, well, guys, we have 5 Glocks. We have a flash. Let's try and get 1 kill. And the dink comes out from Divo. Or onto Divo from Deviant, rather.
With a Glock.
With the Glock.
Extra humility. Anyway, Hakim going to find one eventually. Divo finds one. Oh, Hakim with the 2. That is, oh, some nice collateral damage. Right through the human shield. He finds the second.
Bullets go through people, right?
They do. That's, I mean, it's a human shield. It slows the damage, but it doesn't stop the damage.
No, not at all. Well, the full buy-up of AKs do come through. Like we saw, well, we just saw Goliath saving fully in that second round. So allows them to buy fully in the third round with a lot of util. They're going to look to take long here. Flashes do come out. Diver playing the anti-flash, not finding one. Oh, actually turning around and finding the head of Conspiracy saying, no, I am not dying today. Left on 2 HP as well. And that's pretty much stopped that push in its tracks. Now, Goliath, they're going to try and find some luck on short. No, the bomb is still on long. Sorry, I was looking wrong there. Deviant, he is on short. Trying to find something there, but...
It's okay, recall.
They've now pushed out.
It's a complex map. Dust 2.
Complex map.
Diver live
forever.
on 2 HP. Has been around forever. This is the MM Heroes map. Sinister playing a lot faster, which I like. I wish they did this on Nuke. Zero chance though. Not gonna let Zip survive that. They do find the bomb as well.
They do, and I mean that's a lot of information. Now, well, just Deviant and Adaru left. Although Daibo and Zero Chance are very low, so still doable in this round. Just gonna see how Deviant plays on that short angle. I mean, nobody's even watching it, so he's gonna have free reign if he does push up there. No, he opts to go back towards long, helping out his teammate Adaru. He is a bit cornered at the moment with the 3 players trying to hunt him down through the smoke. No bullets fired yet. And well, there's Adaru finding one. Does not find Daivo on 2 HP. How is this man still alive? Finds a second kill on slivers of HP as Zero Chance and Daivo. They are literally, I mean, one nade in there would be glorious. Well, Deviant finds one, cannot connect with the second, and Hack'em left on 1 HP. That's the 3rd round. Important round there to win for Sinister 5. I mean,
Sloppy.
for Goliath Gaming. Very sloppy, but they come out with the win in the end. And, well, Goliath, they find themselves on another save.
Recall always wins when it's sloppy. Anyway, bringing
Hey,
out
yo.
the AWP is Zero Chance. Looking towards middle, trying to find something through double. Oh, hello! A little hand onto Zip. That's what you get for slashing the wall. Do not be angry. Hold your composure, Zip. Don't expose those hands. Hack'em trying to find a shot. He does damage Conspiracy down to 43 off that recovered AK from previous round. Man, this is looking a lot better here for Sinister. And the aggression. I like the aggression. They missed this on Nuke. They played way too passive. Perhaps nerves, perhaps needed warming up. But now everything's on the line and they're going for it.
Well, Daivo finds one. That's going to help out there. Flexi trades with Daivo there to help as well. And all not being able, there we go. Daivo does found and Zero cleans up. All retrieved. So not too much of a loss there. Only losing Zero Chance. And this is good. I like to see Sinister 5. They are playing aggressive, but they're being careful about it. They aren't losing too many players, meaning that they're building up an economy, meaning that if they lose a couple of rounds, they can still buy up. So good to see. And the AWP does come out. So that mid battle, the Daru versus Zero Chance with the AWP. Let's see who comes out on top.
But you know what happens when you start winning the economy game and you get 5-0, you lose 1 round and then all your economies magically disappeared. CSGO things. I love it. Makes sense. You save all this money and then lose it after 1 round, but it's all good. Conspiracy yet to come alive on Dust 2 as well as Massacre. Want to see more from them. We know they can do it. Will they? I'll have to wait and see. Slow around here.
A lot slower, and I mean the pushes come out on long, but they haven't really committed anything except for Daru being in pit with that AWP, trying to find something on site. But Sinister 5 being quite disciplined, and I like it. They're finding their moments to be aggressive and to be passive in this game, and it's good to see. But the push does come out, flashes in all. The short shot, no. Well, Deviant replies there onto Daivo. Finds a little bit of damage. Adaru, while Zip, he's going to kill Deviant. Unfortunately, his teammate going down to the molly. On the rotate is Hack'em finding himself dead on the floor. And now it is just 2 players left against 4. Bomb is yet to go down. As I say it, Massacre decides finally to plant. And Zero Chance and Flexi left alive versus 4.
Yep. Saving the artillery. The AWP and the AUG will prove hopefully fruitful in the next rounds to come if they can save it. Zero Chance legging down a player. Oh, I wish he had shot there, but the smoke was blocking his vision. Conspiracy 19 HP. Or Conspiracy finds this headshot, please. No. Flexi, step back, sir. Don't do this to your team. Beyond the advantage though, it is 4-0. You're playing dangerous games here on Dust 2 are these 2 teams.
They are, and I mean, Goliath going hunting with not really, I guess round loss bonus is going to play a factor, so they're going to be able to buy up after that win. And look, to be honest with you, 4-1, great start here for Sinister 5. And But these are buy rounds now. These are rounds you have to play a bit more carefully. You can't be throwing away your life for free.
Nope. CSGO, luckily you live more than once, so you can YOLO every now and then. Zaya though, he's gonna have to try and find some frags. 1, 2, finds the bomb, falls back. Nice use of utility. Conspiracy though does find Hakim, and the CT is starting to fall after what looked like a very quick cleanup about to commence. Deviant though gets the bomb down. Now a 3 versus 3, a little bit of utility. This is gonna do a lot of damage. 30, wow. Down to 39. That is insane. That is going to help a lot though. Dara gets headshot with the AUG. Ever so dangerous now after the update. Conspiracy though doing a lot of work. Oh, a headshot though on to Flexi. Conspiracy saying that he doesn't care if he's not full HP. 39 is enough and Zero Chance runs away. Tail between his legs.
Oh, tries to find the spam through the door. Deviant does, and that's the second round on the board here for Goliath, making a small little comeback, and that's important because that's gonna put Sinister 5 here onto the eco, and
what I'm saying, man,
probably,
Conspiracy needed time. We're just waiting for these guys to come alive.
Just waiting.
Conspiracy going big there. Oh wait, hello, Zip's on -1. Wait, so he's almost...
he killed a teammate and didn't get a kill.
He's
so
almost
yes.
007, but is it worse to have negative 07? Is that like a new meta, maybe? I don't know. Imagine that. Finals. Let's not talk about it. It can't happen. Let's not talk about it. Shh, don't. If we talk about it, it's gonna happen. Let's just... Zip's playing a great game. Let's move into this next round. Lot slower. Dara holding very closely with that AWP. They're gonna have B site for free.
Yeah, they are. Sinister 5 playing a bit of a retake here. Then you start pushing through. Deviant's going to spot one, spam through the door. Not going to find anything. No, a bit of chip damage. Not going to really mean much though on the pistols here for Sinister 5. Divo though, that headshot with the Deagle is going to do something. But Deviant's there to reply. Well, Sinister 5 doing a lot more damage than I expected with these pistols. I'm going to retrieve an AK as well for the efforts. I'd like them to just... Zio just needs to run away with that and just...
That AK is baiting Hakim so hard. There we go. Hakim found the AK funny. After some good CSGO memes and baits. Anyway, they did win off a pistol previously, but not... I must say, after the economy change, I haven't really seen that many pistol round wins anymore. And it doesn't look like teams are picking up the CZ as much. I could be mistaken, but
yeah.
There's a lot less pistol clutches coming through.
Yeah, there is, and I mean, it's just because there's a lot less of them, because you don't see teams double ecoing anymore, well, you know, not really double ecoing anymore, so there's a lot less pistol rounds. No damage found there, Adaru. He was actually hitting those quite consistently when they were playing against Terry Loves Yogurt on Dusty.
Yep, I too love Terry Loves Yogurt in Brooklyn 99.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm not sure. We can say it anyway because it's a cool name. And Massacre shows us how to get cool headshots as he takes down Zayo, and Deviant finds one of his own. CTs again getting shut down, and ever so closely to drawing this map out is Goliath Gaming. After a strong start here from Sinister 5, getting a little bit lackluster, losing that aggression. Letting the aim slip to the hip, a little bit recoil as T's are moving on to A site.
Well, they get given the A site for, well, not for free, because Sinister 5 lost 2 players for it. But playing a bit of a retake here is Sinister 5 not a bit of a save game, not really going for anything here. And I like it. I mean, I like the way that they're playing a little bit more passively and just saying, well, guys, we're on the back foot. Let's not throw anything else away and save the weaponry that we do have.
Indeed. Save for another day. Map 1 was on Nuke 16-7. That was Sinister 5's map pick, but they did not convert that into a win because Goliath Gaming took that victory on map 1. This is map 2 on Dust 2. 4-4. Even Stevens.
You just like saying map 2 on Dust 2.
Why do you have to hurt my feelings? Of course I do. Sounds great. It's a tongue twister, and I like beating that riddle recoil. Anyway,
Everyone
4-4.
does.
Bit of guns saved. So oh, there we go. So he does manage to pick up a gun, but Zero Chance gets taken down through the double doors to 42 HP. He has to have an AWP, so he only needs to connect one shot. And oh, Flexi's going to get in a bit of trouble here.
Oh,
A
wow.
fast rush up onto short. And only Zero Chance and Zayo left. That was a fast play, and I like them changing it up like that. They did that so well, and that's what they did on map 1 extremely well. It was just change the pace, and you have to do that. You got to keep the CTs guessing, keep them on the back foot. Don't let them get comfortable.
Oh, nearly spamming Deviant through the door there. I think that was Zio. But yes, no, I agree. You know, just keep the CTs thinking. Make sure that they aren't getting a good read on your game, and that's how you're going to pick up rounds in Dust 2. We're seeing a lot of executes here onto A, and I think Sinister 5 just maybe changed the way that they play the site a bit. Maybe put an extra body onto A, or maybe have the posting an angle from short, just being a bit more safe in terms of the angles that they're peeking. Maybe finding themselves around, or a better defense on A.
When you said put more bodies onto the side, I was hoping you would break into the bodies hitting the floor song, you know.
I mean, I
Could
think
you?
we've had the conversation about me singing.
Can you just,
So,
it's just this once,
that's
it's the
not gonna happen.
finals. If chat gives all flames for Recall to sing, then he'll give us a little something, right, Recall? Come on, for chat.
Yeah, if we have a flame spam for recall singing, then yeah, maybe.
Oh, chat, you heard it. Flame spam for Recall as we get into this finals of the VS Masters Online Qualifier. Recall to sing, spam some flames as well. We'll send some energy to these teams' ways as we're even currently. But
Yeah.
GG is on top with rounds as well as maps, because they did win map 1.
Yeah, so if they take this here, I mean, that'll secure them a spot at the ComicCon LAN final at the end of the year. And, well, they in good stead to do this. I mean, just looks like they've found their footing on Dust 2 here. And picking up, what's that, 4 rounds in a row? 5 rounds in a row? Yeah, 5 rounds in a row now. And quite convincingly, hey? I mean, no less than 3 players left alive in each of the rounds, actually.
Yep, 5 rounds in a row, and Massacre, no one can stop him just yet, but that HE grenade can. Zero Chance taking him down, and Zip. Will he find some more frags? He will. He finds a nice headshot into Zero Chance, opens up sight. This now allows them to put the bomb down, but Hackham, he needs to find a frag, and he does. Mollied off. Going to play a lot slower. Hackham verse 2. Is he going to go for this? It does look like he wants to. It is possible. Bombs down. He doesn't have a kit. He does have a molly. This should push the player off, but that is... Oh, Conspiracy does get a bit of flames, but he is on ramp by the box, so it shouldn't affect him too much. Deviant holding the headshot angle. This is risky. Hackham. Oh, he's going to find one. Hackham. He could do this.
Oh, doable.
Hackham could find this.
You could 1v1. Nade does quite a fair amount of damage. One bullet is all it's going to do. Please hit the jumping headshot. Please. Shroud, hello. Channel. No, he hits it! Hackham
No
runs.
kit.
Does he have
Oh,
time?
he has a kit.
Does
He picked up a
have
kit.
time?
He has
does.
time. He has time and a kit.
Oh my word! Hello? Hackham finds 3 to win the round for his team.
He's
and
cheating.
tie
He's
things
cheating.
up.
He told us. His name tells us he's cheating. How did he do that?
Well, you asked him to do some Hackham things, and he did some Hackham things.
That was insane. When he picked up the AWP, I was worried, but I understood it. One shot kill. I get that. That was amazing. Hackham clutching it for Sinister 5, bringing up 5-5. If they had lost that round, then I think GG would have run away with it. But this keeps him in it, and they're able to buy as well. And here comes a molly, so that hopefully they're able to stop this plant and convert this into a round. Nate didn't do as much.
Well, here comes Zip and Adara onto site. They find one apiece, and that leaves Sinister 5 already on the back foot. They're not getting anywhere close to the site as yet. The UMP spam from Divo finds the kill onto Massacre eventually. But now Bomb is down 3v3 off in the hands of Zero Chance. Molly falling a bit short. Divo on very low HP. Conspiracy burning a bit there, taking unnecessary damage. Oh, the door spam won't find anything. Pretty close though.
No time. Got to fall back. They really have to stop these B pushes, and I don't know what to do, because they throw the molly, they throw the nades. That nade did not nearly enough damage as I thought it would. But
Yeah, I thought that nade was
okay.
going to decimate Goliath.
I was expecting like 50 damage onto at least 3 players. But anyway, they just don't have an answer for the fast B push, and we're in the finals and we're seeing just good old-fashioned B rushes, and it's working. And I'm seeing flames in chat. Just saying.
I mean, those are flames for Sinister 5, not for Equal.
I don't know.
Oh well, looking at this now, 6-5, close map here, closer than what I was seeing on Nuke. It looks to be Sinister 5's map here. They're playing well, they're finding frags, and they're on equal footing with Goliath.
So if Sinister can go onto their T side and have the same aggression, then we got a game on our hands. But Conspiracy going to find zero chance getting a bit aggressive, trying to change things up, but I don't think that was the right time. Hackham does take down Conspiracy, but it does lose a hell of a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Bomb is on A side though, and there's no one here to contest it.
Again, and this is what we've been seeing. Goliath getting A side for free, and just basically Sinister 5 saving. It's pretty much been the rounds that Goliath have won have been exactly that. Where, well, as I say that, no, Adaro is going to be there with AWP to find Lexi, and there's the M4s. Yeah, he finds one, suddenly doable. The headshot there from Zip finds Hackham, and 0 left versus 2. Can he do it? Well, Zip is there to deny, and that's the 7th round here on the board for Goliath Gaming. But like I was saying, it's pretty much what we've been seeing. It's the rounds that Goliath have won is where they've got A side for free, and there hasn't been really any contest. Another point to maybe make is Sinister 5, although they're being aggressive, and as well as they're playing, they're just not finding the rounds that they've been losing have been the exact opposite of that. Where the rounds that they've been winning, you see that fire, you see that aggression, you see them hitting their shots. But it's just I don't know. I feel like if they played all those rounds exactly the same, we would have seen Sinister 5 a lot further in the league.
I agree, and I do wonder why Sinister 5 are doing these extremely quick rotates. It almost seems as if they're so scared of the rush that they rotate automatically, and Goliath are just outplaying them because they realize that, and they're using that to their advantage. So Goliath are doing a great job. But look here, Hackham now, he has to go big. He finds one, he needs to find the second, so this is better from the CTs. And oh, a nice headshot there by Hackham, and it's all left up to Adaro left alive. That was a lot better. So they managed to stop the funnel, but there, Goliath looked a bit skittish walking onto A short. They weren't as aggressive as they were, and I think that they were. That could be a lot more dangerous that round. So I think Sinister can count themselves lucky, even though they did a great job. I want to see them just getting that confidence back and not winning because Goliath are looking a little bit shaky. Yep,
they definitely are, and well, we see the nades raining in onto this B site, and Massacre, he's going to try and find an opening, but Divo's there to deny, and well, there's the reply from Massacre, finds one, can't find the second through the smoke, but the spam does come through, and Hackham finds the kill finally onto Deviant.
Surely that was the last bullet because I don't think he had much left. Massacre, one, looking for another headshot. He's been a bit quiet tonight, but he doesn't really need to do much when his whole team are playing this well. Retake's coming in, 3 versus 3. AWP on Adaro, that is a scary sight. You do not want to go against Adaro with an AWP in hand. Zip usually picks it up first, but let's see Zayo. He's got a chance here now. One. I can't get the second one. It does find Zip down to 45 HP. Unfortunately, the headshot comes through. That's what happens when you spray for the headshot and you continue to keep spraying and spray down too fast. Your bullets are ending up hitting the body as well as the door there. Unfortunate. He had the makings of a double spray down, but never mind. He did his job in essence. He stopped at the rotate and it's still 2 versus 2.
Yeah. 29 seconds left on the clock in the position that Goliath are, and they looking like they want to commit here to A side. Adaro trading out the AWP for an AUG. Another 3-letter abbreviation. Different gun though. And short on short is 0 chance. He's going to need to try and do something. Hack him. Pushing through the smoke. So jumping headshot. Do it. Yes!
Hey!
And that is 3 seconds left. Eboru has no chance in winning this round, unfortunately for him. And that is the 6th round on the board. Finally, 9 years of casting, and I actually called.
And 9 years of casting, you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Recall finally made one call correct in his whole casting career. Good job. Slow clap. Hack him. Doing it for the casters. Anyway, those 7-7. And that is the win in the favor of Sinister. Goliath, though, we can't take it away from them. They've been playing extremely well tonight. Their nuke was beautiful. Their Dust 2 has been great on the T side. I'm scared to see their CT. Sinister 5 need to try win this one to stay alive, and 0 chance getting aggressive and finds a pick for it. They are trying to take it to map 3. They don't want to get kicked out. Goliath Gaming have one in the bag. That is Nuke. 16-7, and now Recoil, it's all up to them to stay alive in this finals.
It is, and just looking by the looks of the artillery on Goliath's side, they're playing alone like this. They're not gonna be able to do much, and Massacre is gonna pretty much die there. Trying to do some work with CZ, but not really finding anything. And here comes the commitment onto B side. Bomb is moving in, and we only have Hack'em there left. Try and do something. He's playing from the car position. Gets flashed out. Zero's yet to help out, and here comes the cleanup. Conspiracy left alone. Zero says nope, and that is 8-7. And Sinister 5 win the half.
I don't even know how to predict this one though, because in my mind, and what I've seen a lot is T's do a lot better on Dust 2, but this is Goliath on CT side, so, and it was their map pick. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna map 3?
I definitely think it's on the cards. I mean, this map has been a lot closer than Nuke, and it just looks like Sinister 5 have pretty much found their footing in terms of winning rounds and putting some points onto the board. So we'll see here. Pistol round, all to play for.
Alright, just to answer some chat while we're having the slow pistol round. Recoil's been casting for 9 years, I think, or 9 or 8.
8 years.
8 years, and I've been casting for about 2, I think. And we just do it on and off for the local scene when we can. So after hours of work, Recoil literally just arrived half an hour late due to work. That is what it is. We do this because we enjoy CSGO and we want to see these players play. We want to see everyone else see these players play, and VS gives us a nice platform to do that, especially with the new setup of online qualifiers as well as possibly a LAN soon. So stay tuned. A lot of CSGO this year. Things have changed. VS has revamped their way of doing things. All for progression.
Yeah, and I like this whole idea of the online qualifiers, so that any team, no matter what league you play in, you can get in there and have a chance of playing on a big stage.
Indeed, and I want to be with Recoil on a big stage, but Deviant has to find his headshots first. Can he? He misses. But that is quite a range for some iron sights, and now it's up to Conspiracy to stop these T's. Zay with the Glock. They just stand there and try and get the long shots with the Glock. No aggression, no pushing, just believe in that Glock power. I couldn't do that, but that's why we're not playing, we're casting, and the bomb looks like it wants to go down relatively soon.
Yep, it does, and well, Sinister 5 are going to try and make that happen with a couple of quick kills. 0 chance finding the latter of those said kills. Now Zip left alone alive. He's versus low HP players, but P250 comes into play. And well, that is the pistol round. Important start here for the second half of this map. If Sinister 5 want to take this, well, they've started off well.
I mean, this is what we need to get map 3. Last question from chat. We don't actually answer questions during, but this is pistols, so it's okay. We'll ask before we play map 3, because I believe we're going to get there. I'm using a Audio Technica AT2020 thanks to the cast star competition at Metal State. I wanted a little bit of money and I put it into my casting setup. And that's why we're here tonight with a good mic, and we're also going to watch Flexi throw this HE grenade, and it's going to do quite a lot of damage as it takes down Zip Zip. Well read, good communication. Deviant is going to return with his own. And it does a nice amount of damage as well, 58 down to Zayo. And the nice thing with doing HE damage is you can get those headshots with the pistols that don't usually give you a one-shot headshot.
Yep. Doing that chip damage, all important here. And Goliath finding two is Conspiracy. That's going to do well for them. 2v2 now as Deviant comes from the back. Finds a kill there with the P250 as well. And here's another one. Now it's just one. Hack'em left alone alive, finding the head of Massacre through the box. Oh, tap away, but they're both very low now. Mori does come in, pushes them out, but Hack'em dies after the round. All important there as the defuse can't come through. 10-7 now is the scoreline, and
Hack'em's just here for highlight reel, Recall. He gets the
he's
jumping
here for the
headshot,
highlights.
he gets the clutch and dies in the molly. I mean, he's just ticking off the boxes, and he's in a credit frag video, and I can't wait to watch it.
Definitely, and I mean, he's doing it for his team here at the moment. He's 20 and 8. The next person down is Diver with 12 kills.
Wow.
It just shows how much work he's doing on Dust 2, and we're seeing it, you know. It's nice to see these plays coming through. Like I said in the beginning, Dust 2 is that map where individual effort does play a massive role. And what we see it here, Sinister 5 up 10-7, and you have a player like Hack'em doing a lot of work.
Yep. Musician groupies get other things recalled, but here in CSGO, groupies throw and trade their sand dunes. So all the groupies out of chat, make sure you trade Hack'em your sand dunes for this carrying, because he deserves it right now, as they have put Goliath Gaming onto a save round of pistols. Hack'em just keeps going for more. Finds one. It finds two. Okay.
This is like a shooting gallery for Hack'em at this point. Zero Chance going to come from the back with that Mac 10 and find his own after time as well. He does.
He's like, I'm done with this. He's like, no, okay, come on. No shenanigans. No silly business. He doesn't want Hack'em to lose focus. That's the thing. He needs to stay in the game.
Hack'em's just, you know, he's testing his aim out there, making sure that he still has the taps going.
Anyway, moving on. 11-7. This is Goliath Gaming's pick. So ties have changed as Deviant does find Hack'em though, so maybe things will start to go topsy-turvy and we might see a couple more rounds coming out here from Goliath. But Sinister 5 looking good so far.
They are, you know, and I mean, this is the first round that Goliath have actually got the opening kill, in the second half, that is. So, you know, this is a lot different here. Oh, Massacre's gonna peek into a shooting gallery, find himself dead, and man does a bit of damage. Puts Zero Chance and Diver into that one-shot headshot range in spray comes out from Conspiracy, finds one, then finds the second as well. Can he find the third? Hides. Waiting for his teammates for the support, and comes through, but Zero Chance denies, and Diver comes in to find a frag as well. And that now is a 2v2. I don't think. Well, Zero Chance with the flick. Deviant though, left alone in tunnels, can't find the kill. 12th round on the board for Sinister 5, and this is almost the opposite of what we saw on Nuke, ISO.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, there's vetoes for a reason. You choose your favorite maps for a reason, but these guys are just doing whatever the hell they want because Sinister 5 lost their map pick and they're doing a great job so far. But I think we owe it to Hack'em. He's doing a great job, and Diver's picking it up. We've got Zero Chance doing some great stuff with AWP, but Diver these last two rounds has come alive, and you know what they're doing so well is they're splitting up the CTs. They're pushing smokes through middle, and they're finding the mid AWPer or whoever's holding close to the rifle.
Yeah.
They smoke off CT and they're splitting it, and it's working out well for them. So they keep doing that. Well, I mean, we're gonna see a map 3 for the first time in a long time.
Yep, we are first best of 3 that we would have casted that's actually gone to 3 maps, to be honest, in these qualifiers. So good place to have it done, and that is in the final. Goliath though, however, still a lot of CS left to play. Finds the bomb as Deviant onto Hack'em, and that's going to slow things down a bit.
Divo! Hello?
Was that a like one? Did he one tap on that first bullet?
That was a quick like 90-degree rotate and finds a nice headshot. Also the refrag with the spray down that could have possibly made things a little bit dangerous. But it's Divo, and as I said, he's coming alive and finding a Dara as well. Wow, Deviant did a great job of finding the bomb, but his team was not there. Diver was. Holy hot sauce, Recall.
Holy hot sauce. Yes,
Keeping
that
it
is the word
PG.
that oh well. Look, 13-7 now. This is going to be a full buy up here for Goliath. Off in the hands of Daru. You said before, ISO, that Daru, the man you don't want to be going up against with that AWP. Very dangerous in times. And zero chance finds Deviant with the opening kill. And Diver as well onto Massacre. Sinister 5 just sort of making... That was through smoke.
Disgusting.
That was.
Really beautiful.
Sinister 5 just really making great work of Dust to here. I think they finally found some, looks like they finally found some confidence and peaking their aggressive angles and winning. I mean, they're just putting themselves in such a good position here to win this map.
I mean, I want them to, and I'm going to be biased about it. I don't care because I want map 3, and then whoever wins, that's their problem. But right now, we need to get to Inferno. I want to see a map 3. We haven't seen it yet at all, and what better place to get it in the finals than Adaro. He might have something to say about my wishes as he finds a frag, but there is 4 alive. Bomb is down, and there's no ways of defusing it.
Yep, and that's going to be the 14th round here on the board for Sinister 5. And this is pretty much the same scoreline on Nuke, right? So Goliath with 14-7 up.
We don't talk about dark times, even though that was the light that shone for Goliath. Man, it's really hard to read this because Goliath just looked like such a strong team on Nuke, and Sinister 5 just looked like they just couldn't quite get it together. And now the total reverse is happening here, Recall. And
Yeah.
I don't really have the answers for it because the aggression is now coming out on Dust 2 that wasn't there on Nuke for Sinister, and the same for Goliath. The aggression came out on Nuke for Goliath, and just there's life of aggression here from them, but it's not the same. It doesn't have the same zest.
No, it doesn't. And with boosts like that, finding a Daru, that's got to put the tilt factor on. Sinister 5 finding the opening kill there again onto a Daru with a sneaky boost.
Have you seen that boost before? Because I have not.
I have, yes.
I mean, I feel like you guys at home need to try that boost because it looks like a lot of fun to confuse your enemies.
It does. But well, here comes the push onto a site. Flexi with the flash finds one. Can he find the second? Oh, no, Zips up hiding behind the dead body of his comrade, but finally gets taken down by Divo. And this is a site being given here to Sinister 5.
I told you, I believe in the T side on Dust. And here we are seeing it, Recall. Deviant left alive versus 4, so this is definitely going to 15-7 unless something miraculous happens, which is highly unlikely in this situation and his positioning. All Goliath have to do is make one mistake, and we're going to map 3, which is Inferno. And let's just talk about that. How exciting is to have a finals last map on Inferno?
I mean, you're pretty excited.
I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm feeling it. I'm excited
I'm
that you're
feeling
back.
the third map. I'm just upset that it's Inferno.
Well, I guess I can just mute you for the rest of the cast, and I can just carry on soloing this.
Deviant finding 2 as a consolation prize there, but going to get taken down in the end. 15th round match point here for Sinister 5. They're going to tie this best of 3 up 1-1, and well, the pause coming in.
Well,
a little bit late, if you ask me.
We actually haven't discussed that at all. I do agree. It's a little bit late. This should have happened. Let me have a look. How many? Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. They have not won a single round on the CD side. Okay, so this should have happened like 4 rounds ago.
But this is the thing with South African CS, right? The players don't utilize enough tack pauses. Because you sit in a situation like this where maybe 6 rounds ago, you call a tack pause, or no, sorry, not 6, maybe 4 rounds ago, it's 11-7, you call a tack pause, make sure that you get your head back in the game. Not on the last round where you're trying to make a decision whether to force or not. You know, at the end of the day, those tack pauses need to start being used a lot more in good situations, like you see a lot of the international teams do, in terms of using it to break momentum, using it to have a chat, using pistol saves to have a conversation about what's happening. We don't see anything like that in the South African scene, and it's a little bit disappointing.
But not even about what's happening, just even to get up from your computer, go wash your face, and just slow down
Exactly.
the mindset of the enemy. Like, just literally just a break. If you haven't won a single round, then something's going wrong. There's a mindset problem, because it's not skill, it's not aim, it's not you as players, because you guys are brilliant. These are the top 2 teams. So it just comes down to just something is just a little bit off, and maybe that reset just helps.
Exactly that. And well, Sinister 5 here. Massacre getting aggressive, finding one, but getting traded out pretty quickly. And now it is all on Deviant and Zip in a 2v3. And Hakim is on the rotate, finding a lot of kills from this rotated position. Finds one. He's going to find the second, and that is closed off. Sinister 5 bring this best of 3 back in a pretty convincing fashion, if you ask me.
I mean, we asked, and the CSGO god Gaben has delivered, Recoil. He has given us
Indeed.
a map 3 in the finals. Finally, we've been asking for this for how many games, and we never get it. And now, tonight, in this VS Online Masters qualifier, we have Sinister 5 versus GG, taking it to map 3 on Inferno. Alrighty,
indeed,
ladies
yes.
and gentlemen, make sure you guys take a break, grab some coffee, get something to drink and eat, get some snacks, get ready, settle in. We're loading into Inferno. Map 3. 3,000 Rand up for grabs for the winner, 2,000 for second place. But bragging rights, the first position at ComicCon 2019 is up for grabs. The ultimate prize, the pride that you want for your team to be on top of the South African CSGO scene. Coming up next, Inferno. Let's take a little short break. We're gonna take 1 minute. We'll be right back. Start loading up those questions. We'll answer them in a minute. Be right back, guys.
Well, welcome back. This is Goliath Gaming versus Sinister 5 in the Masters Online Qualifiers final. And the winner here wins themselves a pot of 3,000 Rand and a spot in that all-coveted ComicCon LAN final as well. So, welcome to those guys that have just joined us. Well, thanks for the guys who have stayed with us. And, well, ISO, what do you think? What's going to happen here? Last map?
Last map, best of 3 finals, as you did say, trying to find their spot at Comic-Con. Inferno, I like Inferno. I also have a map overview for Inferno, so that makes me happy. But yeah, interesting. So let's go through what's happened, right? Sinister 5 picked Nuke, they lost Nuke, and then Goliath picked Dust 2, and they lost Dust 2. So right now, any predictions we might have, as opposed to the odd headshot, stop the bomb planted kind of shenanigans, we're probably gonna get wrong. So we're just gonna have to sit back, enjoy, and cast what we see. But I think this is gonna go close. I think both teams have time to warm up. They've got their map pick stress out the way of winning that map pick, and now it's all gonna come down to some sweet aim, good gameplay, and hopefully some close, tight refragging CSGO.
Yeah, I mean, at this point we've played, what's it, 44, 45 rounds of CS? So these players should be warmed up and ready to go all out here on this last map. And I mean, that's what we like to see. We like to see a big fight to the end. And looks like these teams are giving it to us. I mean, you know, both teams losing on their map pick, that's not something that you see very often. And Goliath and Sinister 5 being very consistent in winning on their actual map picks. I mean, even not on their map picks as well. So this is almost out of the ordinary that we've seen here from both teams, actually.
Yep, indeed. But let's take it away to chat, Recall, because we can talk all night about Inferno, but everyone knows Inferno. They love CSGO. It's a common map. And so, what do you think of the third map? We'll get to that. I think we did discuss that a little bit. Okay, let's go into it. So, Inferno. Inferno, you have to worry about 3 choke points. You got second mid, and then banana. I think, for my opinion about Inferno, if you control banana, you're doing your team a great service and going to just block off one of the main areas of getting to a bomb site, or one of 2, you know. So that's really nice. And I think if you control B, you're gonna have control of this map. And CT favored, definitely. If you don't have economy to buy utility to get onto A and B site, you're gonna struggle. So for me, it's gonna be about who controls that banana and who has enough money to buy up utility. But the next question, maybe for you, Recall. Who do you think will control banana? Who's gonna do a good job of it? Who's gonna hold?
We did see. We saw, just thinking back to when Sinister 5 played on Inferno, Hakim did a really good job on the B side. And just in terms of, I think in terms of players, that's probably my top. If I remember correctly, Hakim there plays on that B side. On the side of Goliath, not too sure in terms of the players specifically. Adari was playing quite aggressive with the AWP there, when we did see him play on Inferno, or the Goliath play on Inferno. But I think in terms of, you hit the nail on the head there, ISO, when you said it just depends on who has the utility. And the utility usage on banana is very important, because for the T side, you need to make sure that you're not using too much of your utility too early, because you still need to execute onto site, right? Yes, you need to maybe use a molly and 2 nades to flush them out of the car position and maybe get a player out of the sandbags there. But in terms of the CTs, you also can't be using all your utility just to clean out banana, because if you're not taking aggressive banana control with the deep smoke, then you're not really doing yourself a service, because you're just going to waste util, and when the push finally does come in, you're not going to have that utility to be able to use to stop the T side from getting into side. So it's a bit of a catch-22, really. Do you use it? You have to make a choice early. You need to either use your util to take full banana control, or stay passively on side back and wait for the push to come in, and then maybe just seed banana control and hold back onto side. But if you have to do one or the other, you can't play you can't play a half game and decide, oh no, no what way we're not going to take banana control now. We're going to you have to decide.
Alrighty. Recall's wise words of wisdom as we're about to get into map 3. 1-1. Goliath Gaming versus Sinister 5. Sinister 5 winning the knife round, choosing CT side. Losing a bit of frames. This is server issues, right?
Yeah, I'm getting the same.
Alright, hold with us, guys. So many frags coming out there from Sinister 5 that even the server lagged. Round 1 in the bag there for Sinister 5. It does look like it has stabled. So I can guarantee it is not a stream issue. This is indeed server problems. I wonder if the players felt that.
I think it's an issue with the Go TV, to be honest. I was having it the other day when I was watching as well. So, but yeah, Zio picking up 4 there for himself. We saw him do wonders in pistol rounds before, so he's just showing his form there. And Goliath looking like they want to be very aggressive here into mid, setting themselves up with the bomb in that second mid position, moving ever so closer towards mid. Well, we'll see what they intend to do here. Looks like the flash does come out, and there comes the pistol push onto a Glock train. Diver hasn't realized yet. Oh, they're actually doing a wrap towards
Yeah,
CT.
yeah. CT towards B, good classic wrap, but now they are a little bit pincered in the CT side with only pistols and a Divo, and unfortunately Divo is coming on top for them, and fortunately for Divo and his team, he's finding a flurry of frags. USB shot to end it off as well. Well, if you run out of bullets in your org and you have the confidence, just keep going with that USP. That's a scary situation to be in, stuck in CT with Divo. Not fun. Probably worse to be in that situation, Massacre, but either or.
Either or, pick your poison, right? So Sinister 5 picking up the first rounds easily, but the buy here does come in from Goliath. Full lineup of AK, not too much utility, a little bit less than what I'd like to see, but they do have something to work with, and looks like they are going to try and take banana control. Nades do come out. Late nades not doing as much damage as Sinister 5 would have hoped. Hakim and Zio here playing there on that B site, and all the push finally does come through. A little bit of distraction here because the bomb is at the bottom of banana, moving up towards mid now, and they haven't really pulled any rotations through as Divo's thinking about it, but he's just going to pull back towards that A site. Having a great read here, and the bomb still hasn't decided where it wants to go. A little bit of indecision here. And finally, the smokes do come out. Zip zip. Followed shortly by Massacre, are going to push here towards the B side. GT is smoked. Slowing it down.
Utility is out. Smoke's coming through on B side, just slowing down the pace is the CTs. And this is what you're talking about, Recall, is that you got to use your utility wisely. They have wasted their utility. CTs held onto theirs. Used it now to slow down the pace. Still only 2 on B site. No rotates coming yet. And here comes those extra smokes out. Massacre on site. Is he going to find that opening frag? No, because Hakim finds one, but Conspiracy gets the refrag. And now 2-4-2. So we're in a 3 versus 3 retake. Mollies and smokes out and about, Recall.
Yep. Now 3v3. Zero chance. A little bit of chip damage onto him, but the flashes do come out here, and there's still a bit of utility to work with. 2 mollies going to flush out Dark, and well, there's the kill. Easy frag there for Divo. Easiest of his career, but Baru playing close. Going to find one, gets instantly traded out, and Divo finding second as well. And that's the 3rd round picked up there for Sinister 5.
Wow. You spoke earlier about it's going to come down to those individual plays, and I think we're seeing it now. Hakim on Dust 2, and now Divo on Inferno. But buy round should be coming out soon, one after this one. So full saves and then a buy, and then we'll really see what gets underway. I wonder if they're going to do a little bit of damage. There are some CZs coming out, so those are always dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
A couple of upgraded pistols, and it does look to be, I'm going to take Ab's control pretty easily. And that's something also that Goliath, I feel, need to maybe, I mean, not Goliath, Sinister 5, I feel maybe need to contest a bit as well, is just posting one player maybe in apps just to make sure that They don't get blindsided, but the push does come in onto site, and well, there we go. Zero chance, Flexi and Divo finding kills. Massacre, though, from behind finding one, but that push is almost immediately shut down by Sinister 5.
Shut down, zips up. He does do a bit of damage. Go TV director is struggling a little bit tonight. Apologies for the missed frags, but was a pistol round, it's okay. It's all important now is AK, and Adara picks up the AWP. Do you think he's going to hold on to it or drop it to Zip? I don't know if Zip's been feeling it much tonight. He's had some nice shots, but...
Yeah, I think having two players like that very capable of AWPing, in the form of Zip and Adara, you know, when one player isn't feeling it, it's just very easy to pass that AWP across and just be like, listen, you're going to be able to do more with it. And I mean, we saw it on... we saw it on Inferno, on Nuke a bit, where Adoro actually picked the AWP up and Zip decided to drop it to him, and he actually did a lot more work on the AK. So we'll maybe see that again here.
Both capable players, rifle or AWPs. Zero chance though. He's gonna contest as he is watching middle with his. Big guns for big boys. Who'll get the first shot? Time will tell. Massacre picks up the bomb. Feeling confident, running around with his knife. Getting that extra morale boost. Skins do help, recall. I know not in stats, but on the inside.
10% aim.
Plus 10 everything. It's like Elven Boots.
Yeah. Getting that Titan Forge. Oh wait, wrong game. Oh, it's a little bit of slower play here coming out from Goliath. The load smoke comes up from Hack'em all the leg. Zero chance not being able to find Deviant there. That would have been a nice opening, but dealing a lot of damage. Goliath actually have taken a lot of damage from Naze, and Diver and Cubby finds two. And Diver finally trades him out, but Lexi is there to find a swift headshot. Zero chance now left on site alone as this team is rotating across, but Adoro versus Zero chance with the AWP. Adoro gets the kill, and now 8 seconds left. The bomb is going to go down. Hackham's going to push. He sees the time, sees the head peeking out, and takes down Adoro. Retrieves the AWP as well. 5th round now on the board for Sinister 5. Looks like they're running away with this one. Double AWP setup as well for them now.
I mean, double AWP setup's nice, but I thought Adara was going to get that. I mean, if a man could clutch, it could be him. And he had an AWP as well. That first shot onto, I think it was Zero chance on side.
Yeah.
That was nuts. And then, man, anything's possible. But here we go. Here, as we said, get those match pauses come in. Someone from chat is leaking some information. Some fans. Some, you know what I mean? No, this is good. This is nice. Got to slow it down. Get those match pauses out early. You've lost 5 rounds. No, I'm just memeing.
Okay.
Our knowledge of get those map pauses out, you know. And here we see one. 5 rounds down. Map pause coming through. And it's good. This is a good time to use it. They do have money to buy as well, which I like. I like a map pause when you have money to buy. I really dislike it when you onto pistols, you go for the tactical pause, you discuss everything, everyone gets pumped up, and you're like, yeah, let's go, we're gonna get hyped, and then you get shut down because you have pistols, and then you straight back to you know, to
Tips.
Yeah.
And straight back to that you know, point one. But I mean, in this case, I think that Goliath here obviously having words about what they can do better, and all Adoro buying up there on the AK. Not going to see the AWP out of him. I don't think anyone has, unless Massacre goes glass cannon. No, Conspiracy can buy an AWP now. I don't think he will though. He's going to opt for that AK.
Full AK, so this could be a fast push coming through. Yeah, maybe a fast apps will be. If they haven't
100%.
gone for the AWP in mid, I'm assuming they're not going to worry about that because they're going to push to site as fast as possible, get aggressive, which I do like because they haven't really gone that aggressive. They've been quick, but not aggressive. I think there's a difference. You can move swiftly up and then hold the angles, throw some utility, but getting aggressive and actually pushing straight through right in the beginning is difficult. It was different. So let's see if they do that as Bomb now does make his way towards Banana early on.
Well, especially now, util becomes very important, even more so important now because of this double AWP setup, right? To make a push onto B side, because you're going to have one on B, one on A. to make this push onto B site, you're gonna need to smoke off coils, and just make sure that position smoked off, because that's a very dangerous angle to leave an AWPer to have free reign.
Indeed, but that aggression play that I was anticipating has not come through. Indeed, mollies can be diffused by smokes. If you play CSGO, you can throw smoke onto a molly and it stops, but you can't stop the headshots of Hackham as he finds 2. And Zip gets the refrag finally onto Hackham. A little bit too late, but he might pick up a bomb plant. That's going to help the economy. He's pushing through smoke, trying to find a bit more. Zayo has an idea, has a pistol. Oh, and he almost lost his elbow. Okay, this is Zip's time to shine. Recall 1 versus 3. He goes for the AK at the wrong time. Wrong timing. Ran out of bullets. Went for another gun. Not gonna happen because Flexy's waiting.
Yeah, and that's the 6th round on the board. Yeah, I mean, Goliath really need to start doing something different here. They need to. There seems to be a bit of a disconnect. They either there's just, it feels like something's off, because they're not actually, firstly, not hitting their shots, which makes a massive difference. But secondly, they just, there's no structure. They're wasting util. They're not taking map control. They haven't really set themselves up a good default to be able to force rotates, which is very important on a map like Inferno.
It is indeed, and you know they did a good job of just securing site, well, like getting onto site, but the CTs did a great job of just making sure they shut down the players before they sit down, because if they got into backside, then it's a little bit more difficult. If they managed to get a player onto banana and stop the rotates, then again difficult, but they won't allow that opportunity. Now here comes a fast middle push and zero chance. He's going to go with the AWP. Is he going to find a pick? Oh no, he looks away at the wrong time. Diver though picks up 1. Bodies are dropping. 4 versus 3. 1 HP on Conspiracy. Luckily didn't step into the moddy.
No, Flexi getting caught with the nade out. Getting punished for it as well. And now 2v4. And this is when Sinister 5 go, oh, let's cut our losses, guys. We're 6 rounds ahead. We're going to save the AWP and the AK. And the util that we have left as well. And just concede this round to Goliath. See, that was a lot faster. You know, Goliath used their util and then played off their utility. They didn't just waste it.
No, didn't waste indeed. They're going to lose their first round here though. What do you make of that?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think this is going to be the comeback?
Well, I mean, we did see it. We did see it on the last map where Goliath actually I think they were 5-0 down, and they just started winning rounds. They won 7. Okay, they won 7 rounds in a row and then didn't win a round again. But yeah, we saw this exactly that in the last map. So maybe we see that again. The AWP does go back into the hands of a Darius, so Zip maybe not feeling it a bit. And that's okay, because you have a more than capable second AWP there in the likes of Darius. So if you're not feeling it, hand that puppy over and see what we can do.
It's quite a big puppy. It's a big dog. Anyway, can they convert more rounds? Map 1 on Nuke was lost to Goliath. Map 2 was won by Sinister. Now we're on map 3. And this is turning into a brawl. Flexi, he moves into the smoke. Oh, I think he's spotted. Oh, he's still alive. How is he stay alive that long? He didn't convert it into a kill.
Did so much damage, though.
He did, but they're going to have to go for a save. They're not going to be able to recover from this.
No, not at all. And again, Hackham and Zio, the players on B side having to save. You know, this is where look at how fast Goliath are playing now onto A side. They found a weakness and they're just exposing it completely. Sinister 5 need to do something to change. Maybe put an extra player, you know, do something a bit more. But at the moment, their weakness on A is just getting properly abused by Goliath.
You know what I see players doing a lot is that they'll commit to everyone being aggressively close on A side, so trying to cover the middle and apps. What might help a little bit is if all the players move backwards, and they sit on site, so it creates a shorter line of a funnel. So when the players do come through, you use your mollies and your ATs as well as just try to spray them down. So sometimes that just changes it up. It also puts the team on a little bit on the back foot, because when they get through the middle and they realize, oh, there's no one here, they might be fooled into thinking that either there's only one player hiding in pit, or that they're stacking B this round. So just something simple like that could change the meta for what's happening right now.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there. And all this Goliath, they're going to try their luck on B again. See if they can do something there this time. Just Hakim and Zio left there. Not really much in terms of firepower in the hands of Hakim. He just has that 5-7 with flash. But he's going to try be supported here by Zio, who finds the opening frag with the AWP. And fully flashed is these players from Goliath and Zio. Hakim and Zio just decide to run away with it and getting 2 kills there. Zipzip finally trading out Hakim. Well, 2 players left alive. Retake is on. The smokes are down. Not any util left for Goliath. Zio finds Zipzip with the AWP through the wall, and he finds the second as well. And that is the 7th round on the board. I mean,
wow.
Can you see the difference here between the A and the B hold? Is ridiculous. You know, like where Goliath just made Sinister 5 look a lot worse than they are by pushing a quick A twice in a row. Try to change it up, and they lost the round.
So, but again, it might come down to not necessarily change players around. It could just come down to maybe just change your setup, because I'm assuming GG did their homework. They know where Sinister 5 like to sit on A, and they may be just more prepared for it. We'll have to see if they try and push through another A, but I'm fairly certain Goliath are going to stay away from the E side, or B side, sorry, because it has not gone well. See, again, Flex is on top here. They've been volleyball. They're holding too close yet again. They need to allow these players to come through towards pit, then throw those nades together and find these frags. But this position would have been better if it was started off earlier on.
Yeah, look, I mean, a lot of damage done there by those nades, but I completely agree with you. Look at how passive Sinister 5 are playing on site now. They're making sure that they're not giving anything away for free, and I like it. I like that they're changing things up. And just as you said, change up not necessarily in who plays on the sites, but where you play on the sites, and they've done it and it's working.
Yeah.
Where the previous 2 rounds that Goliath won, they found very early frags onto Sinister 5. And now, I mean, Sinister 5 didn't give them anything to work with. So, unfortunately for Goliath, not finding the same success. But the Execute is coming out.
We'll have to see after Execute if this is going to work or not. Unpredictable. I'm glad to see it come out, but here comes the last of the utility. And oh, Hakim, he's let some pass, and this is the problem. But he could find 2 frags here. 1, 2. That's going to be... Well, so while he finds a 3rd one, he picks up a rifle, so he changes out for the AK because he's running out of bullets. 0 chance. 1v2 right now. 0 chance. Will he find Zipzip and a Glock through the corner? What? A Glock through the corner finds this. That could be what turns this round around. But Zero, he does have the bomb, and he's going to best the AWP with the P250. He is so lucky Zipzip didn't have an AK.
A little bit of grief there, shooting the head of Zipzip on the floor. Do you see that? Saw that?
Wow. I mean, there was a bit of bad. I liked it. I would like to see maybe a spray come out or something, but it's like
a full clip into the floor.
Yeah, but how well did that work? As I said,
it did.
Teams often play too close up. Just step back. You have 1 in pit, 1 in graveyard, 1 sitting towards library. 0 chance getting 1 in mid. That's fine, because now you know, Goliath on shore. So now change it up again. Go for the aggressive play. If you miss, fall back. Go back to that setting of sitting back. And I think, who was it? That was Hakim, who did a great job towards Archers finding those 2 frags as well as the bomb. So that was perfect. And that is a perfect example of, don't get overwhelmed by things that aren't working. Just readjust yourself.
Exactly. And I mean, and it worked. They successfully defended A side with it. So very well done to them. I mean, Sinister 5 looking super strong on the CT side here. Let's just hope it translates for their sake into their T side as well, and they can finish this off.
We'll have to see. This is not as close as I thought it would be, but we can't predict anything after the first 2 maps. Both teams losing their map picks, 16-7 and then 16-9. Here we go. That B hold yet again. Zayo finds one. Hack'em 1, 2. Can't find the third one, but that flash yet again doing all the work for Hack'em. Easy fly swatting after that. And Conspiracy going to pick up an AWP. We don't see this often enough. He's more than capable. He's also on 19 HP.
So aggressive. Like, jumping up, he finds the first one. Waiting for the second one to push. Gonna smoke off Anakin's area. Oh no, he just spotted him too late. Does he find the shot? Oh, he didn't flick for it. 9 seconds left. Bomb has to go down. He's gonna get pushed and taken down by Flexi. And that is the 9th round here on the board for Sinister 5. They are getting ever so close towards winning this best of 3 and securing themselves a spot at ComicCon.
This is the finals. This is it to get your first place at ComicCon. Not it for ComicCon, but to secure that first place so you don't have to stress about it for the rest of the year. VS has now changed the setup where there's multiple ways of qualifying, which just allows it allows growth in the scene, which I like. And we can talk about this because we're in timeout now. So VS have changed the setup because before what you'd do, you'd play the whole year with your team and then there'll be team locks and you would be forced to stick with that team and try qualify throughout the whole year, which is difficult because life happens, varsity happens, parents happen, work happens, whatever. What they've done now is they've split it up. So this is the online qualifier. Then there's going to be a LAN qualifier. And I think there's 2 other ways to qualify as well. I do have a scene for it. We can jump to it in a little bit. But there's multiple ways of getting qualified to ComicCon. And what it does now, it essentially removes GG or Sinister 5 spot. Whoever wins this, it'll remove them out of trying to get that placement, and it just allows growth for other teams to join the LAN qualifier, the online qualifiers, and try get into ComicCon onto the big stage. And that's what we're playing for right now. There is a prize pool, 3,000 Rand for the winner, whoever wins this map, 2,000 Rand for the runner-up, but it's all about getting that spot to ComicCon. It's all about bragging rights, the pride and the love for CSGO, and here comes that aggression that we wanted from GG, but
the nades.
Wow.
The Util doing so much work, putting so much damage into Goliath Gaming, and now 2 players left alive. They haven't even got to sight yet. More Util being used. So much left for Sinister 5. It's going to be very difficult here for Goliath to get onto sight. 0 chance with the AWP. Finds Conspiracy, and that's bomb down as well. Aggressive is Flexi through the smoke, and 10th round here on the board for Sinister 5. They're looking so strong at the moment. Very poised to take this best of 3.
Stop going B. Just
stop going B.
Just stop going B. Yeah. You found weakness for 2 rounds on A site. That's all you got right now. You gotta go for A.
But the thing is as well, I said they won those rounds so convincingly. You know, it's not like it was close, or maybe that they demolished Sinister 5 in those 2 rounds on A side. So go to what's working for you. Don't try and run into the wall that is Hack'em and Zio on B side. Just you found a weakness. Make use of it. Get some more rounds on board. Because I tell you now, if Goliath don't get at least 5 rounds on the board here, they're setting themselves up for a very difficult second half. And well, here they go. The push does come into A side. They've taken N1 control. Smokes do come out to cut that site in half. And well, here comes the push through the molly. 0 chance there to open up with the AWP. Finds himself getting traded up by Zip. And Flexi getting 1, Hackens there as well, getting 2 for himself. And now it is just Adara with the hand cannon, or the Deagle. Doesn't find himself. 11-2 now is the scoreline. And, well, Goliath falling apart here, but I don't like saying it, but it's happening.
It's unorthodox, right? It's not...
Yeah.
We're not used to seeing this from a Goliath game, and I feel for them because they always get so close to winning the final, and then there's always a team that stops them. But Sinister 5 have also been working really hard for this. I mean, they did a great job versus XD at ComicCon, and they've done reshuffling, they've put in the hard work. Both teams deserve this, and this is starting to look one-sided, which worries me. I want to see Goliath get a little bit closer, and I just actually don't know what they can do because, as I said, Sinister 5 need to just pull back a little bit. They realized that, and they did that. And now that they've pulled back, those Molly and HEs are doing a lot more damage because it forces these 2 teams to come between these 2 buildings. And there's nothing you can do about it.
No, there isn't, and especially when Hackham's hitting shots like that, finding himself 3. Left on 8 HP though, getting forced back onto site, but Deviant and Zips have all the work to do. The mollies do fly onto site. 4 players here stand in the way of Goliath winning the round. Flexi on the rotate finds 1. That's the problem with having not too many players left alive, is Flexi just brute forcing his way onto site. And that's going to be the 14th round here picked up for the 14th round of the map picked up for
Map 3. Let's not
Sinister
forget.
5.
There's no second
Yep,
chances.
map 3. Last round of the half. This is getting close.
Man, Goliath need this, and then they need the pistols. They need to make it. They need to make a 6-12. It's starting to get to that point where even if you have a good CT round, it's extremely difficult to find that many mistakes in a team like Sinister 5 right now, because they're just doing everything right. So danger times here for
so
Goliath.
strong.
I think Massacre is just it's his bedtime, you know. He needs to wake up. Like he's usually in bed by this time. It's time to wake up, Massacre. Get in the game. The lads need you.
Well, let's see what Goliath have to do here. Conspiracy finding an early frag down to Divo, being caught unawares in Boiler. No follow-up kill or trade from Sinister 5, but the bomb is now, the pick was on A side, bomb moving back towards mid. Looks like they're going to go towards this A side now. They've got the pick there. They're going to work the advantage. Hackham just being safe. 0 chance. It's all on him. He finds one. He needs to find a second one. Doesn't though. Nobody there on the archers. Now it's just Flexi left alive. He's going to get mollied out of position. Finds a second though. He gets burnt down alive. 2v2 now. This sets Hackham and Zia up for a very good retake. 2v2. Bomb's going to go down. There's a little bit of veto to work with, but not when Massacre gets, well, not when Hackham gets caught unawares like that. Now it's all on Zia to find the last 2 kills to get his team this half. Finds one, puts himself onto good stead. They're going to get pushed by Massacre here, and that is a 12-3 half. Not really the close games that we saw before, I say.
Well, both maps haven't been close at all. Like they get close.
No,
to,
I mean
to
in
a
terms
half
of
point.
round. Yeah.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying. Like it gets super close to like half point, and then one team just runs away with it. But right now, Sinister's just running away with it. But I spoke, and Massacre woke up a little bit. So let's see what happens. It's also they change into CT side. So if they have a strong CT side like Sinister 5 did,
Yeah.
there's no reason why they can't bring this up. If they get these next 3 pistol rounds, make it 6-12, then they have something to play for. Then they can still get into this. If they don't get this pistol now, then we might have a winner on our hands.
Yeah, well, they are Sinister 5 are 3 rounds away from being on game point and map point for that fact, rather. So let's see if they can close it off here, or is Goliath gonna make the biggest comeback we've seen so far this year? Well, in the Masters Online qualifiers, that is.
Yep.
Are playing very passively, are both teams here, not giving each other anything to work with.
Stress time, Recoil. It's time when the armpits get sweaty and everything's on the line.
The knees get weak, eh?
And all the spaghetti, but Zip is finding the head of 0 chance. That is going to help GG out so well. Zip, the new addition to the lineup, taking over from Goals. Miss his playstyle, but it's nice to see Zip in this team. Bomb going to go down here for Sinister. That's not what the CTs want. Goliath need to come and get this retake. 2 coming from construction and 2 coming in, going at the same time because they get shut down and Zero. Hello, you can't stop this man. He's playing B even on the rotation of the sites, Recall. Even on GGCT side, he's still playing B and shutting down the players.
He is. And Goliath needed that pistol. Like, we're sitting here with a situation now where they're going to be 14-3 down before buying up. I mean, they bought up utility upgraded pistols, but this is an all-in. Yeah, if Goliath lose this, it's going to be map point before they're going to be able to buy again. So
I don't want to think about it. Stop talking about it. We don't want to think about it. We're just waiting for that good CSGO. Waiting for the heroes. Dara's going to find an AWP. He's going to take down 4 players with 1 shot. They're going to make this 13-12, and we're going to have close cut finals. It's been great so far in this VS Online Master Qualifiers. The winner here will secure their spot. Been a bit topsy-turvy recoil tonight with the map decisions, but this is Inferno. CT side is in the favor of G right now. Goliath Gaming. 0 chance. Oh! Headshot with the Mac 10 onto Zip Zip. They do only have pistols and they do have head armor though, and Deviant finding a frag, but Zero just finding more.
Yep. Zero with that Mac 10 doing some work, and this is just going to be a cleanup here from Sinister 5, and oh, this does not look good for Goliath Gaming. Sinister 5 just looking so good at the moment. They hitting shots, they're making nutty plays. I mean, you have people like Hakim and Zio just going absolutely mental, and this is now crunch time for Goliath. I feel like they need to maybe take a attack pause rather. Have a chat and just get those minds back in line, because once you've lost the mental game in CS, you might as well GG out, because at that point you're not really gonna come back.
I mean, what we're seeing right now from Sinister 5 is what I wanted to see in Nuke, and we didn't get to see it then, but we're seeing it now. These power plays coming out. Divo, extremely talented player. Hakim, I mean, how are you meant to stop these guys? And here we go. They're just looking for more blood recalls. All up to Deviant yet again, and we're gonna get to that match point as it comes up, because Flexi is gonna shut down all the dreams. This is why dreams don't come true, recoil, because you have to go up against the likes of Flexi, Divo, 0 chance, Zayo, and Hakim. 15-3 in this BO3, the final map. We didn't think it would go this far. We thought it'd be a lot closer. Almost time to call GG well play, but there's always hope, and there's always rifles in the hands of the CTs, so it is possible. I will not count them out.
Yeah, this is the first time we see Goliath with rifles on the CT side. But Zio with that Mac 10 is going to just demolish Massacre. The trade does come in from Conspiracy, so that gets shut down before it even starts. And all of a sudden, you have Sinister 5 playing quite a default.
Default indeed. One apiece has been lost. Trying to see who will make a mistake. Use a little bit of utility. Still a minute on the clock here, recoil. Still more than enough time to secure this round. Take it to another one.
That is true. Well, we have 4 players here standing in the way of either side from ComicCon Africa. On the side of Sinister 5, they're going to look to close this one off, as the bomb is now in upper banana. They are looking poised to execute here on to the B side. The mollies do come out. Bomb does come in as well, and there's Diver with the opening frag. Gets one. 3 players stand in their way. Can they find the second frag? All players on site. Yes, they do. Diver is there to connect with the second kill, and there goes Flexi as well. Now it's all on Deviant to try and find these last couple of frags. Finds one. Now can't find the second one, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Sinister 5 are your Masters Online Qualifiers finalists. They take the win, earning themselves 3,000 Rand and that coveted spot in the ComicCon Africa LAN final.
Wow. Sinister 5. A lot of people said that last year's Comic-Con, Sinister 5 versus XD was, in fact, the game that should have been the finals. It went head to head. They've been working for it since then. They've changed rosters. They've done the practice. They've put in the hours. And they have come out on top tonight in this online Masters qualifier, securing their spot and their road to claiming that victory over Comic-Con this year. This is just step 1 for these teams, and right now Sinister 5's come out on top with an insane showing on Inferno. GG
very
didn't even look like GG.
No, I mean, it didn't even look like they put up much of a fight, right? 16-3? I mean, this is Goliath we're talking about. This isn't just some second-rate team that just decided to jump together for these qualifiers. This is Goliath Gaming. This is a solid team, and Sinister 5 just made them look, well, I'm sorry to say, but they just made it look easy.
Oh, dangerous territory there. Dangerous words. Everyone at him on Twitter now.
Don't
No,
have me.
but I mean, you're right. Like, it didn't look like the normal GG. You know, Dara and Massacre had to get to bed. Mom, go away. We're trying to play here. Like, what went on? Deviant was quiet. We've seen him go huge the last couple of games. Like, he was clutching rounds. He was getting nutty headshots, and he was very quiet tonight, especially on Inferno. Conspiracy, he was quiet in the beginning on Nuke, but he definitely stepped it back up, and he ended up going insane and clutching so many rounds for his team. But it just wasn't enough against Sinister 5 right now, and I literally have zero answers what to do. I do think that Sinister 5 got the ball rolling on their CT side, so that definitely helped, and there wasn't enough rounds for GG to get going on their turn, but I did not expect that at all. But props are due. Sinister 5 looked like a solid team, and that's what I was missing in Nuke, and I kept saying this doesn't look like the Sinister 5 that we saw in the semis, but when we saw them on Inferno, that was better than what we saw in the semis, and I'm worried. I'm worried for the teams that go up against them at ComicCon, because they just trashed GG. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was very good to see, and well, it bodes well for the rest of the season because looks like we're gonna have some good CS.
I mean, there's no favorites anymore. We got the old dogs have retired. They've left. It's time for the new young guns to come through. And right now we have no idea who's even gonna make it to the top. Who's gonna secure? Everything's it's all over the place, and it's quite a good situation to be in. And obviously, thanks to VS for giving this opportunity. They just allowed,
100%.
you know, they've allowed for this to happen, and they've changed up the way things are going to go down. And I'm excited for ComicCon. I'm excited to see what players make it through, and we found our first team.
We do.
Through to ComicCon.
First team through. First team, technically the only team at the moment in Masters, quote unquote. Being the only team that is at this point going to Comic-Con. But yes, very well played to them. They had, I mean, everything that we've watched from Sinister 5 over the last 2 weeks has just been clinical. They have played great CS. They've looked for mistakes, abused mistakes, and made sure that their CT holds are tight. And that's what you want. You know, that's at this point what you want to see. So very, very well played to Sinister 5. They showed us how to play some great CS. And yeah, I think, to be honest with you, Hakim and Zio there on B side were their linchpin in winning that game.
Definitely. But you know what about this means, Rico, is that there's no doubt in my mind that Goliath Gaming are going to make it to Comic-Con, and this is going to make for a great redemption story, because it's going to be one of those, you know, Eye of the Tiger in the background, all these guys just going to be just playing crazy and practicing up until Comic-Con to come and get their revenge. And it's going to be great. I can't wait for this redemption story to happen, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. And just to jump to chat right now, Graham is saying Hackman and Zero Chance are some of the oldest dogs. What I mean by the old guys have retired, I'm talking about the likes of, so we've got all the Bravado players who now have left and not part of the SA scene, so we don't have to worry about, you know, that story of them always winning. Energy have also now retired for the most part, all left to join Bravado in terms of Domster and Black Poison, so we don't have to worry about their story of Energy always being on the top. And then you got the likes of Big Five, didn't really show up much at all this tournament or in this online qualifier. They've also got a new roster, and what has happened is that all the older experienced players have kind of spread themselves into different teams, and they're giving their experience to they're giving that experience to the younger players. Like, you know, you got yourself Adaro, you got Mango's joined XD, you got Massacre, that Deviant, and them are busy, you know, helping through and guiding through that experience. So I'm not saying that there are no legacy players left, and not everyone has retired, but a lot of people have kind of moved on, and that's okay. But a lot have stayed, but stayed in a positive way where they're helping a new generation of CSGO players. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, we even see on Good Gaming with we got Destroyed playing there with Ruben, and Ruben's young. I mean, I remember from the DDC games, he's been in the scene for a while. He's been at the LAN as terms of the championships in the dungeons, but he hasn't been on the main stage. And another young player that's just making his move and getting up there and getting that experience.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you're sitting with exactly that in the SA scene, which in the moment, which is great to see. A little bit of a spread of talent, but that is it. That's this set of qualifiers done.
That is it. Stage one. Stage one.
Stage one done.
couple
We
to
have
come.
found our first ComicCon Africa finalist, should I say?
Indeed, and it's been a great road so far. I'm just enjoying to seeing all these new names and new teams pop up, and some of them might be meme teams like Terry Loves Yogurt.
Terry Loves Yogurt, yeah.
But they have insanely good players. They have ex Energy Academy players. It's nuts. Like it's cool to see these kind of teams forming and developing and taking it seriously and showing it's just a different level of CSGO, and I think that's what the scene needs. We need to, like, as soon as we have predictable results, then the scene starts to die, and I think having this unpredictability of not knowing who's going to win is going to help the scene immensely. And as well as to all the guys obviously come and chat. I mean, we peaked at like 80 viewers tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out. That was amazing to watch our online finals on some random stream. That's pretty cool. And shout out obviously goes to Vias for putting in all the hard work. They've been giving a lot of flack lately, and I think we just need to give time for the scene to develop and change and adapt, and it's not easy. Everyone here is just giving all their own time. Like Recall arrived late today because of work, and I can say that he usually arrives about 10 minutes or 5 minutes before a stream because he literally just got home. I did artwork I think an hour before the stream. I did all the winner artwork and the prize pool artwork because I also had work to do. So you know,
but I mean, we put the time in because we love it, right? We want to bring the games to the players, to the South African scene. We want to make sure that it's covered, and it's been that way. And yeah, I agree with you. VS been catching some flack, but also give credit where credit is due as well. I mean, they are running the things differently this year in terms of the Masters qualifiers. I think it's a great setup. I think it's great in terms of teams from the championship stages that can actually make it to a LAN tournament, and those big teams fighting for it as well. It's great to see in terms of this format as well. So I like seeing that in terms of I think there's a lot of room for growth, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited, but let's not take it away because our winners tonight, Sinister 5.
Sinister 5.
It's all about them. Congratulations, and that was some goddamn good CSGO. Mango to ask you catch you at Masters Qualifier 3rd to the 5th of May. If it is happening to the 3rd or 5th of May, I will be there. If dates change, I will have to have a look-see. Nothing's confirmed yet, but we are in, I guess it's okay to say, we're in discussions about going to the LAN qualifier, but nothing's confirmed. No scandal, just live plans. I got a couple of family weddings and stuff happening, so we'll have to see if the dates line up. And
wait, hold on, no, you stop talking. Don't want to meet Recoil, to be honest, because he scares me.
He scares me too, dude. That's why we cast online, because I keep him at a microphone's distance.
Bear, dude. Like,
yeah. We'll see. You'll have to give him a teddy hug at the qualifiers.
I ain't giving no 12-year-old a hug.
Well, you gotta make it weird.
I said it like I said on Twitter today. That's my job, dude.
Alrighty. Anyway, Sinister 5, your winners, taking Dust 2 out of the hands of Goliath Gaming on their map pick after Goliath Gaming took Nuke away from Sinister 5's map pick, and then Sinister 5 dominating, destroying, bringing down pure destruction on Inferno, taking the win. Our winners tonight, Sinister 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rico and myself are going to be off. If you want to chat, you can catch us on Twitter or join our Discord. Otherwise, we catch you hopefully at the LAN. Mango?
Yeah.
Want to see some frags?
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for joining us. And ISO, thanks for casting this online qualifiers with me. It was fun.
By myself.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Cheers, guys.